Good morning, guys, and welcome back to T2SMC Trader. How are you all? I hope everyone is cool. Because of the technical issues, you have to tell me that if you can hear me, everything is perfect or not. Is the chart is clear, voice is clear, everything is clear. Is there any problem? Let me know everything before I go for the more. And also let me know who is over here. Okay, actually, like I have the rights to know the community. Okay, Danchu. Danchi, good morning, brother. Edith, good morning. Good morning, brother. And thanks for the penguin, by the way. Sharoda, mine is the first like for you. Thank you so much, man. I love you, brother. Thanks for the penguin, by the way, Sharoda. How are you, brother? Hey, Nish. Good morning, brother. Shuthipong. Hello, brother. How are you? Edith, all clear. Thank you, brother, for confirming that. Voice is clear. That's cool, man. Thank you so much, Sharoda. Hey, team. Good morning, brother. Thanks for being over here. Please make sure that you have pushed the like button for the YouTube algorithm things. That means if you push the like button, I think they will push the channel for new people. We are going to get new subscribers. I can see like 935 subscribers right now. So maybe we'll get 12,000 subscribers by the next month. So I just need 65 more subscribers. I need your help, guys. If you push the like button, if you comment, then maybe I'll get some algorithmic boost and it will help me to get some subscriber. However, even if you don't want to push the like button, no worries. This is what it is. We all are here as a family members, so that's why I keep asking. I keep begging for the likes. But thank you so much, by the way, for being over here. Who else is over here? I need to know actually who else is over here. If there is anyone else, write down hi, hello, anything, so that I can know that okay, that guy is over here. Oh, let's go for that. For that, would love to wait a bit more, like 5 more minutes, I guess, so that other people can join. At least some more people. Then we'll see what can be the expectation for today's price. Tough market. Really, yesterday's PM session just broke me, like just broke me without any quite. I mean, I was looking for the buy, and every time I was taking the buy, I was adding, putting a stop loss to the break even, stop me out. Didn't move my stop loss to the, to the break even, stopped me out to the loss. Like it was happening like that way. Yesterday's PM session was really difficult for me. I know some of you have done a good job around PM session. Of course, you should do that. But it was like, mm, it was just breaking my mind, and it was just broke my account as well. Not, I didn't blow the account, but took a huge loss yesterday to the Blue Guardian Futures funded account, even though I don't care about that. I didn't touch the Lucid funded because around the morning session I had one account loss for $430 and another account profit for $425. I just let it go like that way. We'll see today if I can make some profit from this market or not. Should be good market. Uh, Today's manipulation day, so market should clear yesterday's high as well as it has cleared the Friday high as well. I can see. So let's see if it can go toward the Monday low or not. I'll talk about that. Just let's wait for some other people to join. Daniel, good morning, brother. Good morning, Sachin. Is there anyone else? I can see 20 people are watching. So who else is over here? Edith, do you trade London session? No, brother, I don't actually. Around the London session, I most of the time when I'm in Bangladesh, even when I'm in Portugal, I actually sleep around that time on the London session. So neither way, I can't trade the London session. When I was in Portugal, I was able to trade the Asia session, but when I'm in Bangladesh right now, so I also can't trade the Asia session as well. I can trade only 7 a.m. kill zone, but like I just would love to trade the AM session and PM session. That's cool. Danchiwa, who is this handsome fella? I don't know him, brother. I don't know him. Hey, Nagisakta, how are you, sister? Don't you? I really don't know him. Who is this guy? Block him. Just block him. Okay, 28 people. I would love to wait 3 more minutes actually. In the meantime, let me see how many people have pushed the like button. 31 people are watching right now. I can see. Please push the like button, guys. This is the only thing I ask you from you guys. Okay, just to the likes. So if you push the like button, that's gonna help the YouTube to understand that this channel is worth it. Okay, to boost. So please push the like button. It will take just 1 second. If you don't like, then push the unlike button, dislike button. But just do something, man. Please. It's a request to all of you. Let me see what account is connected. I wanna trade this account at first. Yesterday was a disaster day, so I wanna trade this account at first, and then we'll see another account. This is the NQM June contract. That's cool. Perfect. Okay. When I ask for the likes, three people is gone. Three people are gone. Why, man? It's free of cost, to be honest, guys. I mean, if you push the like button, it's gonna be free of cost. By the way, is there anyone from like Africa or Middle East, like Dubai, Qatar? Is there anyone? Not Africa, actually. I was interested to ask. Is there anyone from Middle East out of these 31 people? Maybe Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Dubai, Oman, anywhere. Uh, uh, uh. It's too hot in Bangladesh. I'll wait 30 more seconds. If there is anyone from Middle East, please let me know that. And please don't forget to push the like button. I hope today I'll be able to close the stream after the session. There will be no problem of load shedding. I hope so because the weather is very good. There is no cloudy situation like yesterday. So I hope there will be no problem. Still, if there is any problem, whenever the electricity will be back, I will restart the stream. Unfortunately, I have to do this until I'm not getting my set up the solar system. I think it will take a bit time because I have already spent like near about 4,000 euro for my setup. Now I have to spend another 3 to 4,000 euro. I'm not sure about that. Maybe a bit less, bit more for the solar system. So until I'm not getting that money from from my mother or from my home, I have to wait for that. Okay, so I already asked my mother to give me some money. Let's see when I'm gonna able to make the solar system as well, so that there will be no problem, no load shedding, no lagging, nothing. So I'll be like a full streamer, YouTube streamer. Hi Rul, I'm new here. Where to start to learn from you? Actually, brother, I had the playlist, but unfortunately, I dismantled the playlist. I will start to build new videos. I hope from the next week I will start to build the new videos that will help you. Okay, brother. So give me one more week, so that I can start building the videos, and you guys can start to maybe watch them, and maybe it will be helpful for you. Okay, but of course that's gonna be a long video, not like 15-minute, 20-minute video. It's gonna be long video. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna do that because after building all of these videos, I will just stop making videos making is really so much painful. You have to record it, you have to edit it, then you have to render it, then you have to upload it, a very painful. So I need to make sure that all the topics is covered by those videos. And I know it's going to be a lot video, and it will be divided by three categories: intermediate, advanced, and absolutely the beginners. For example, I'm very new, I never heard about trading. What is trading? The beginners will be like for them. So what is candle, what is stock market, what is ICT concepts, retail concepts, all of these things will be discussed uh, in the beginners video. In intermediate video, I will explain the fair value gaps, wardrobe block, breaker block, everything. And in the advanced mode, I will just share the execution things, like typical very complicated things over there in advanced area. Of course, I will start with the advanced. In the meantime, I'll keep uploading the videos for intermediate and beginners as well. So i I think you have to give me one more week before I start to building those videos. You're most welcome, Khairul. No problem, brother. And welcome to our committee, brother. Thanks for joining us. I hope it will be insightful for you as well, brother. It's not gonna waste your time. I think so. But treat me to learn from me. Okay. So not learn from me. Actually, treat me as a knowledge sharing person. Don't treat me as a copy signal provider or copy trade. If you feel like, okay, I'm gonna copy his trade, it's kind of disrespect to me. I don't want to get disrespected by anyone. Okay, so if I see I'm getting disrespected by anyone, it's gonna be disaster for me. So please don't treat me as a signal provider. Instead of that, try to take everything, whatever I have inside of me, inside of my head. So just take them, and I hope it will help you to be independent, and you will never need to go anyone's live streaming or YouTube channel to find out profitable things. Okay, so you will be profitable, you will be self dependent, you will be independent. Okay, so you don't need to depend on anyone else. Most of the people in this society or social media are actually interested to sell you the course or mentorship. I'm not gonna charge you anything. You have my Discord, like to the pin comment, I have the Discord link. It's absolutely free. You don't need to pay me anything to join our Discord. Just don't give me any personal message or don't give me the friend request, brother. It's very painful for me to reply every single person independently. Just go to the main room, share your thoughts, share your question, ask your question. Whoever will be there will reply you for sure. Okay, if I am there, I'll reply. If I'm not there, later when I will see your comment or question, of course I'll try to reply you if it is related with the price action or with the trading. Let's go for the market a bit. So far, this is the daily chart. Yesterday, I was thinking that maybe finally I'm going to see a black candle, but unfortunately, yesterday is also a green candle, and as well as it is a inside candle. So Monday candle is inside the Friday candle. I told that yesterday is gonna be an highly accumulative candle. Okay, so it's gonna be an accumulation day, not an expansion day. If you remember this Monday over here, I told that it's gonna be an expansion day. I've already explained why I was interested to see the accumulation day yesterday. If you were not there, please watch the first stream that was closed by, unfortunately, because of the load shedding, but you can watch it. It's 29 minutes live streaming. You can watch it to understand when you should expect accumulation Monday and when you should expect expansion Monday. However, today is Tuesday, and Tuesday market has cleared previous day high and also the Friday high. It has built another all-time high over here and then rejected from there. To be honest, I'm still interested to see these two line to be traded, which is the TGIF line from the weekly candle. So if you mark the low of the weekly candle, yes, I mean previous week candle low and previous candle week high, and if you divide it by 20% and 30%, you will get these two line. Actually, let me show that because some of you can be new over here. So here to here, this is the previous week candle. Okay. And if you go to the TGIF, I'll just see it. See, this is the 20% and this is the 30%. These two line is very important to me. As long as market is not, trading this two line, I'm more interested to see this market will fall and trade any of these two line at first. Then it can start to go higher for the, to make a new all-time high. I don't have any opportunity to mark the standard deviation to predict the all-time high because of the candles. You can see just the bull candle, bull market. I don't have any breaker block so that I could do that. That's why I'm just letting it go to depend on blindly on the market. As long as it's going higher, I'll keep looking for buy, and when it will prove me wrong, I'll look for the sell. But before looking for that, I need these two line to be traded by today, yesterday, or the Tuesday. This the 2 days where this market has high probability to trade any of these two line. I'm more interested to see by today it is going to trade any of these two line at first, and then we'll see if it really would love to keep falling or it does it want to keep going higher. We'll see that later. If it doesn't happen by today, I'm gonna remove them end of today. Wednesday, even if it trade it, I don't give a shit because these levels are not important by Wednesday and Thursday. So please make sure that you have got this point. If the TGIF is not done by Friday, you should look for the TGIF line by Monday or by Tuesday. If it is not done by Monday, then there is a high probability the TGIF is going to be finished by Tuesday. Would love to come to this 4 hour chart. Why it's loading. Let's see, am I connected? I should be connected. Okay. So this is the 4 hour chart. To be honest, I don't have anything to say from the 4 hour chart. Nothing over here. So we'll go to more to the hourly chart. So this is the hourly chart. And as you can see, if I mark the quadrant level of this week, okay, that week over here, and if I mark the like the 50%, This is the 50%. It seems like it has traded the 50%, but unfortunately, it didn't trade the 50%. It was very near to the 50%, but didn't trade the 50%. If it would trade the 50%, that could be awesome yesterday, but it didn't happen over here. Instead of that, market has traded the upper quadrant of that week. I'll show that from the 15-minute chart actually. Cleared that relatively equal lows by here and then started to go higher. This price action was so difficult for me to trade. Okay, it was going higher. I was looking for the buy. Unfortunately, the wicks was keep stopping me out, keep stopping me out and keep going higher, stopping me out, going higher, stopping me out, going higher. It was happening like that way. Then finally, it has cleared this buy side liquidity over here, which is the all-time high. And then this candle appeared on the chart. I'm more interested to see, can it keep falling for this relatively equal lows? Or if you mark a trend line over here, which is here to here. Okay, I don't look for this type of trend line, but if you would love to look for this trend line, you can look for that. So can it go for this trend line liquidity over here? I will mark everything. I have actually marked everything from 15-minute chart. That's why I'm just removing them from my chart. And I wanna see over here. I'm only bearish as long as this market is not trading any of these two line. Would love to come here from hourly chart. I really don't have anything to mark over here. No buy side liquidity, no sell side liquidity, nothing. Absolutely nothing I have to mark over here except the new week opening gap. If you want to mark this new week opening gap, you can keep it on your chart. I am just not interested to mark this new week opening gap because I stopped working with the new week opening gap. It doesn't mean that it has lost its value. It's highly important to mark the new week opening gap. The way I teach you to trade the new week opening gap or to treat the new week opening gap, new day opening gap, never ever forget about them. I'm not showing the levels to you over here, but I keep watching the levels over here. So it's in my eyes where I predict the 50% upper quadrant, lower quadrant of the new week opening gap, and I try to use them with the logic. But you should mark the new week opening gap. You should keep that new week opening gap. It's highly important. Okay, please do that. This is the 15-minute chart, and I have marked that week as I told, like it didn't trade the 50% of that week. I have this sell side liquidity over here, left this sell side liquidity. I have this extreme sell side liquidity, TGIF line from weekly chart, TGIF 30% from weekly chart. Market went higher, cleared all the liquidity. Now it is falling. I have some sell side liquidity over here. I'm not just let me mark it actually because I have that. So I'm gonna mark this sell side liquidity as well around here. I'm not interested to see that market is going to just simply clear this sell side liquidity and it will start to go higher again. I don't want to see that. I want to see it will keep falling as long as this liquidity is not going to be cleared. These two sell side liquidity over here and over here. These two sell side liquidity need to be cleared at first. All of this price, you can see how difficult the price was over there. Stay still, okay. I know some of you have done a good job over there. I really highly appreciate that. But for me, it was highly difficult to trade this market because I was getting stopped out again and again. The PDRs are not, respecting over here around the PM session. So I was just keep entering and I was keep getting stopped out by the market. It was very near to my target and then reversed, stopped me out, hit my target, and then gave me another opportunity. I did take the entry and I keep taking the losing trade just because the price was not respecting the PDRS. However, finally this candle appeared, but you can see this candle. This is 1,000 times. I think you can see it over here, this candle over here. This candle is like a very beautiful candle comparing to all of this candle. Unfortunately, this candle appeared on the chart around 4:30. So it was already outside of the session. So this beautiful candle appeared on the chart outside of the session. I was expecting this is going to happen anywhere over here. Unfortunately, it didn't happen over there. Yesterday, we have taken a sell around this area and it was a huge profit, if I'm not mistaken. So that was a beautiful sale around the morning session and PM session was disaster for me. This is what it is. I have done wrong. So I am sharing this to you. I didn't need to share this to you, but some of you can think that this guy can trade every market. No, man. If it is like this type of shit, I have to get stopped out and I am going to take the losing trade over here. I'm not losing proof trader. Okay. Every single successful trader take the losing trade and it's the part of this game. So if you did something bad around the PM session yesterday, just be happy because it was the bad market. You didn't do anything wrong. The market was extremely manipulative around that area. And this candle should have appeared on the chart inside the session, but it appeared on the chart outside of the session. I really don't know we had any earning news or not yesterday. I think there was any earning news around 4:30. That's why the PM session was this much disaster. So today we'll see this gap, but unfortunately, I don't have any other fair value gap except this fair value gap from 15-minute chart over here. So let me show you this. See this candle low and that candle high. There is a small fair value gap. Except this, until now, I don't have any fair value gap. No bearish fair value gap, no bullish fair value gap, nothing. Simply just nothing. So I can't use any sort of fair value gap prior to 9:30 to understand that this market is bearish as long as it is below that bearish fair value gap, or is it bullish, or it is bullish when the market is above that prior to 9:30 fair value gap. As I don't have that, I'm just going to let this go, and I'm going to blindly depend on the market to see if it can take this sell side liquidity, and if it can keep falling for the sell side liquidity here, the TGF line over there, to sell side liquidity over here. I don't need this market to go and clear all of them by today, but if it starts to fall, I hope that I'll get some sort of run in between this run, because you can see this is a kind of 200, 300 handle, okay, something like 300 handle. So out of 300 handle, if I can get 50, 60 handles, something like that, I'm more than happy. Now, can you take the buy? I will take the buy over here. I will only take the buy if this gap is inversed again. So here, this is the last gap you can see over here, and if you mark this gap and extend it to your right, you will get, like, you will be astonished by seeing this. Now, I'm not saying this, I'm giving you the live example of the last fair value gap. I'm telling you that this is highly important. You have to focus on that. You can use this gap to understand the market more beautifully, to get more precision from this last fair value gap. Now it is hindsight because it has already happened. Yesterday I showed you the execution over here and told that it's a religious belief market can't close above that last fair value gap constant crossment over there. If you remember the execution, the big boom execution over there, I clearly keep screaming over there. It's nearly impossible. 0.0001% possibility is there to break the constant crossment over there, as it has broken the constant crossment one time. It's not going to it's not going to happen the second time. It's a belief. I've got that belief by observing the last Pavlika for so many years. Like, it's not 2 years, 3 years. It's been like 5 to 6 years. I'm observing the last Pavlika. I'm trying to give you that information for free so that you can get that. I'm gonna show this to you one more time over here. So here I'm going to mark this last Pavlika from 15-minute chart. I don't know it has been respected or not. Okay, I'm just marking it for the first time. You have to trust me. You have to trust me. By the way, I don't know why it just a second. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna show that to you. Okay, marking this gap, extending it to my right. Look at this reaction over here. Last fair value gap reaction rejected from the high. Okay, let me show this to you from 15-minute chart. There is not even a single body has closed above this last fair value gap. Now, opening a body above the gap, closing a body above the gap. There is a huge difference, brother. Huge difference. But the logic is it should not close above the last fair value gap. If it close, it's gonna take the buy side liquidity over here. Not 100% of the time, but most of the time. Look what happened over here. Market perfectly rejected from the last fair value gap, send it lower, build the sell side liquidity over here. See this, all of this low, it seems like a very strong 10 line liquidity over here. So all of these lows, okay, so I'm gonna mark it like this way. This sell side liquidity, it's rejecting from there, so it's gonna be taken for sure. However, it rejected from there and then came back again, where a very specific gap, last fair value gap, exactly over here below the buy side liquidity. Why you are asking this is the buy side liquidity? It is just a swing high. You told that it should be a relatively equal highs to mark it as a buy side liquidity. Why you are saying this is the buy side liquidity? Because this is the all-time high. All-time high by itself is the buy side liquidity. Okay, so this is just the exception while the market is around the all-time high. If it was not all-time high, I wouldn't say this is the buy side liquidity. This is the buy side liquidity, last fair value gap, holding it here, holding it here, holding it here. Then this is the candle. Look at this candle. Where did it close? Above this last fair value gap. Then market came until this line, built the relatively equal highs, rejected from there. Is there anybody closed below the constant encroachment? No, it didn't do that. So when this last gap is broken, and I'm watching, for example, I'm watching this market and I saw that this market came here around this area. Immediately, I'll go to 1 minute chart around this area over here. This is that buy side liquidity, all time high, relatively equal highs around here. market fall, rejecting from my higher time frame point of interest. Now this is my higher time frame point of interest as a inversed way. There is a setup. I'll take the buy over here as long as this liquidity is not going to be taken. I'm not going to share anything over here, the setup or everything. I'm just interested to show you how you should believe this last gap. If it was from 1 minute chart, I don't need to wait for the setup. Simply, I will push the button when it will tap to this line. But as it is the higher time frame from 15-minute chart, I don't know that how far it will fall. So as I don't know that, I have to wait for the setup over there to take the buy as long as this liquidity is not going to be cleared. Okay, this is something very religious thing. Okay, something like you will get surprised by observing this gap only. Whenever you will find some sort of sell side liquidity, relatively equal lows, buy side liquidity, relatively equal highs, and you will see there is a gap just below this last fair value. I mean, sorry, buy side liquidity or just above the buy side liquidity. There is a gap. Okay, it can be from a higher time frame, it can be from a lower time frame, wherever it is. If it is a higher time frame, then you have to wait for lower time frame setup. If it is a lower time frame, you just need to push the button. That's all. That is the difference in between higher time frame and lower time frame. However, whenever you will see that, trust it. Sometimes it's gonna be broken one time, but next time it's gonna like use that as a religious thing. Let me show this example to you guys so that you can understand what I mean to say. Remember this sell side liquidity over here. If you guys remember this sell side liquidity around that area, so I'm gonna mark this sell side liquidity. Just look at this sell side liquidity over here above this sell side liquidity. Now, this was the last fair value cap yesterday. Okay, so over here around there, there is no other sell side liquidity. Sorry, gap below this last gap. So when it has closed below this last gap one time, it violate this last gap. The concurrent crossment has been violated one time. Sometimes this happened. Why? Because there is a setup that need to be traded at first. Okay, there was something it needed to be traded. I have already explained you the trough fair value gap over here, and that's why I told you that it can go a bit higher as well. There was something like very bad. The week was doing the damage, and when it closed one more time, this candle closed one more time below this last fair value gap and came back again over here. Remember, I added more over there. And what did I say? It's a religious belief. This market can't close above one tick above the constant encroachment over here. It has to fall, take all the liquidity this market left over here. So it just keep falling, keep falling, keep falling, and came actually until that area, then rejected from there, and then all other things has happened over here. This is that type of last fair value gap. Study this, study this, study this. That's gonna change the whole view of this market, and it's gonna change your perspective about about the market. So something happened over here as well. You see this last gap. I'm not interested to take any sort of buy as long as this market is not going to close above this gap. If it do that, maybe I'll look for buy. To be honest, I don't want to do that. But depending on the market, I have to take the decision. So depending on the market, I'll take the decision. I'm going to remove this line from my chart, which is that trend line liquidity. I want to keep this sell side liquidity over here. This sell side liquidity. Up sell side liquidity over here, which is an obvious liquidity. This is yesterday's PM session. When this market see this relatively equal lows has been cleared over here, I started to look for the buy. Every single time I get the opportunity, I tried to push, I mean, add more, put the stop loss to the break even, got stopped out. Go back again, take entry again. This got stopped out. Again got stopped out over here around that area. Took buy again, got stopped out again here. Okay, this was like drama. I mean, I don't know how to say this was happening over here. I believe there was some kind of earning news because around 4:30, you see these candles. I was expecting this thing to happen from here when this liquidity has been cleared. After clearing this liquidity, I was expecting this is going to take this relatively equal highs of the obvious liquidity coming to this last fair value gap at least over here at the beginning, and then maybe whatever it happens, I will see that. Okay, whatever it happens. However, I would love to mark this by, I mean, gap, last gap to you as well one more time. I don't know it has been worked or not, but I'm just want to mark this last gap, which was my plan actually around the PM session, that if I miss any trade around that area, I'm going to take the buy from here when it is going to be inversed. Now I'm going to mark this gap and extend it to my right. Another last fair value gap. By the way, I would need to add this volume imbalance over here. Extend it to my right. Okay. Look at this beauty. See, first time it has closed above this gap, then come back. Where did it came? Is there anybody has closed above, sorry, below the constant encroachment of this gap? Is there anybody that has closed? No. It came back exactly to this last price. It's not random, brother. It's not random. It's something I have observed too many times to get the precision so that I can show you something that you can keep using. I'm not asking that it's going to work like 100% of the time, but I'm saying observe them. Observe them. You will try to, I mean, you will understand when it is going to work, when it's not going to work. You will feel all of these things, okay? Slowly but definitely you will get all of these things. Uh so that's all for now. I think I should expect I should stay over here. I have just 12 minutes left before this market open. As I told you, if this market closed above this gap, maybe I'll look for buy. Maybe, I'm not sure. Am I going to do that or not? But to be honest, I don't want to take the buy. I'm more interested to take the sell as long as the sell side liquidity is not going to be cleared. So I will look for the sell side liquidity. Okay. So this is another sell side liquidity from 1 minute. So I'm just going to mark this sell side liquidity. It is obvious to me, and some cell cell liquidity here. We'll see them later. And the extreme cell cell liquidity is over here. So this is the run. We'll see around the market open. I would love to see this market to go higher a bit. No, like let me mark it one more time. To go higher a bit, then it will fall like this type of things. Sorry, like this type of things over here. Honestly, this type of things to happen today. Market should be extremely bearish. Manipulation happened already. Market has cleared previous day high as well as the Friday high has been cleared. Now market should target the previous day low. And in my opinion, the previous day low is over here. Okay, so this low is the Sunday low. So I should expect that market is going to clear the Sunday low, and more importantly, if it can go to the Friday low, that is the best case of scenario. So Friday low is gonna be the next target, but first, I wanna see the Sunday. I mean, sorry, the Monday low should be taken. Okay. So where is the Monday low? I think this is the Monday low. I don't need to hold this trade as long as it's not coming to this Monday low over here. I just need to see if it can fall and give me some run. That is more than enough for me to profitable. For example, from here to here, it's 98 handle. So when the market will retrace, I'll try to take the sell from here around there and try to take some partial over here. We'll try to hold the trade as long as this sell side liquidity is not going to be cleared over here. I don't need to see this market to come over here, which is the TGIF line. If it come over here, perfect. If it doesn't come over here, I don't give a shit. All I need the bias. My bias is bearish. I'm more interested to look for sell. At the same time, whoever is interested to take the buy, I highly appreciate it, brother. Don't change your analysis. Don't think that I'm right, you're wrong. You are always right. I'm always wrong. Okay. ICT, when I was watching ICT's live in 2023, every day ICT was doing the live streaming. Okay, he was doing the pre-market analysis, and I was doing myself the pre-market analysis for me before the market opened. And then opened ICT's live and then started to see what is going to happen. Sometimes I saw that I'm bearish, ICT is bullish. I didn't change my bias. I keep trading the bearish. Sometimes I was right, most of the time ICT was right. Okay, most of the time, like 90% of the time ICT was right, I was wrong most of the time. But still I didn't change it. I still ask him the question why I was bearish, why ICT was bullish. Oh, this is the reason ICT was bullish. So I did I made the mistake over there to understand the factor over there. Okay, later I improved myself by comparing with ICT. You have to do the same thing, man. I'm not hiding anything. I'm explaining everything, why I'm expecting these things. Even if the market go higher, why I'm not interested to take the buy, what is the reason behind this logic or that logic, everything. I'm not hiding nothing over here. Everything is open book over here. Your job to do your own analysis, to fix your own bias, and then just come watch what is my bias. Don't change it. At the end of the day, see who is right. You are right, perfect. What did I wrong? You will observe that. You are wrong, then you will see what did you wrong, I was right over there. Compare, like, compare me with yourself is gonna improve you a lot. Even if I don't know how to trade, don't give a shit, man. I don't have that opportunity right now because I am doing the live streaming. But if I am not doing the live streaming, maybe I was watching someone else so that I can compare myself with him, why he's looking for or she's looking for buy, why I'm looking for or like sell. What is the reason for that? And end of the day, I would compare myself with him or her to to understand what is missing from here. So if you are bullish, I highly appreciate that. I highly recommend to be bullish. Don't switch your bias. Don't change your bias. At the same time, My request, don't copy my trade. I don't know how to trade. I don't know how to trade. I'm clearly saying that. I know some of you are new over here, but I still have to say, I don't know how to trade. You know how to trade. I don't know that. So don't copy my trade. You should take your own decision by yourself. And if you do that, you will grow. If you don't do that, if you don't use your brain, then you're not going to be, you will be exactly over here after 5 years, after 10 years. Now I can say, man, I have like near about 10 years experience. I can say that because I have done myself, I have used my brain to improve myself. But if I would depend on ICT or someone else to copy their trade, this 10 years experience doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't have any value at all. As I used my brain, I can say now I have 10 years experience. So you should be proud of yourself because you have spent like 2 years, 1 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years in front of the chart and you used your brain. You didn't depend on anyone else. Don't copy my trade. Yeah, what else we can do? Like you are looking for a sell, I'm also looking for a sell. There is a setup, you are looking for that setup, I'm also looking for that setup. That can be a confluences like SMT, right? When we look for a sell and we saw there is an SMT, that is a confluences. That, oh, okay, so this SMT is going to give me more, more confidence to go for the sell. It's, you should treat me like that way, not like blindly you are looking for a buy and I'm looking for a sell, and suddenly you saw that your sell, your buy is not going to work, so you push the sell button. If you do that, man, no improvement, you are wasting your time. Go somewhere else, do something else, you will do better over there. Okay, do some business, job, something else. Trading is not for you if you don't use your brain. I'm so sorry for this rain, but this is what it is. This is how you should treat a YouTuber, a social media person. Of course, I'm not asking any of you to go someone else mentorship on course. It's up to you, man. Of course you can do that. I don't see any logic to spend some money for other people to join others mentorship. If it is ICT, that's a different case of scenario. But it's about someone else and they're sharing the ICT concepts behind, I mean, sorry, on like for money, I think it's just disaster. Okay, it's just disgusting. Nobody should charge you money for teaching the free stuff they have learned for free. They should not do that. Even if they learn it from ICT's mentorship, they should not do that. They can give you a thousands excuse. Oh man, I'm going to give my personal time, so I'm gonna charge for my time. Don't no, you don't need to give your personal time, man. Nobody is here for your personal time. So if you feel like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do that for because I'm giving my personal time. That's why I'm gonna charge. Just stop doing it. Do your own trading, man. You know how to trade, so you can make a lot of money by trading. You don't need to charge for teaching something which what is free in YouTube, like thousands of free information in YouTube, in ICT's channel, in some other people's who are doing it for free. Okay, so you don't need to pay. I am not going to appreciate that. However, I would love to that is a backbiting. To be honest, I should say that because some of you can think that, okay, this guy is profitable because in social media you will only see the winning trade. You will never see the losing trade. Even if you see the losing trade, they'll show you some small losses, small losses, small loss. Okay, so hey, man, I caught a 100 loss and I have made $10,000. So you can join my mentorship. It's just bait. Okay, so don't fall into that trap. Nobody's like losing. You will join and you will see that. You will understand that. Spend $1,000 and then you will understand that. Or don't close. Okay, come back, come back. This tiny four is very difficult. Sometimes it just when I say close, it just closed to track me. So sometimes I have to open my hand like this way. Sorry, no, don't. I have to raise my hand to make sure that it's tracking me because I move a lot. So that's all for now. And I believe this YM, let me see, YM has built the all time high or not. No, I think YM still didn't build the all time high. As long as this is not going to build the all time high, I have to look for the buy. But for now, I can stay over here. So this is the 1 minute chart. On my right hand side, this is the 15-minute chart. So I'm going to keep it like this way. I don't have any way to mark the FVG prior to 9:30. So, and I want to keep this also over here. So here, this is the Nasdaq chart, E-mini chart, E-mini S&P chart, YM chart, 15-minute, NQ chart, 15-minute. I have another monitor actually. I have to buy the DP Capel cable before starting that. So when I'll be able to do that, you don't need to watch this divided screen anymore. So you'll just able to see the 1 minute chart. Just I think I'll buy it on Thursday. 2 minutes to go before the market open. I prefer guys to I would love to ask you guys to push the like button. 79 people are watching, 39 likes. So before 2 minutes, all of you please push the like button. Subscribe to our channel. If any of you are new over here, I highly appreciate you guys. If any of you new and push the like button and subscribe to our channel, I highly appreciate that. Okay. Thank you so much for joining over here. Please, please, please push the like button. And we'll see the next. Okay. I'm in live. Okay. Perfect. Please push the like button, guys. Please. Let me see what is the comment. It is a few dollars a month. What is that? Bom dia. Hey Jamil, bom dia. Muito bem, obrigado, senhor. Hey Caesar. Daily going for yesterday low. That's cool, man. Thanks for that hindsight. I mean, sorry, not hindsight. That's for thanks for the the prediction, man. I'm also interested to see if it can fall. Hey Kishore, good morning, brother. Sinobi, walaikum salam. How are you, brother? Assalamu alaikum. Suzivan, good morning, brother. Thanks for being over here. ICT talked about TGIF and said exactly the same as you have been saying. Use except TGIF until Tuesday. After that, abandon the idea of TGIF. Okay, so he said that it's valid for Monday or something like that. I have seen a lot of time that TGIF has been happened by Tuesday. Okay, that's why I kept it. Okay, I can be wrong. So, uh, like I don't know what to say. I've seen, okay, to be honest, man. That's why I love to see the TGIF also by Tuesday. Tuesday is the last day. After that, I'm gonna abandon that. I'm not gonna use that anymore. But thanks for that information. ICT was also talking about the TGIF. I'm happy. Good morning, Archana. Jamil, good morning. Sorry, Jamie, good morning, sir. How are you? Murshad, good evening, brother. Trader Coops, good morning, brother. Second day here. Try for what you do. Thank you for what you do. Thank you so much, man, for being over here. This is your second day. Welcome to our community, brother. So market open. Let me actually mark the opening gap. It's a very small opening gap, but let me mark it, okay? This is the quadrant level. And let me go back to the electronic trading hour. I'm bearish, only bearish. And I can see that market has built extremely beautifully clean highs. So I can't take any short now. I have to let the market to trade. I'm going to remove this sell side liquidity over here. Remember the sell side liquidity? I'm gonna remove this line from my chart. So it has traded the 50%. Let me see if it can go a bit higher at first. Okay. I'm just don't know. I know I am bearish, but I can't take the sell right now. If you can do that, please go for that. As I can see here, it has built the buy side liquidity. I'm not interested to take the sell right now. I need to see this market to go higher at first, then fall again for the sell side liquidity. If it doesn't do that and keep falling, maybe I'll miss this trade. Simple. I would love to mark a line over here. Just for now, that line over here, okay? Just to need to see that if it can build another sell side liquidity and then keep going higher. Okay. TGF is valid until Tuesday, end of the day. Wow. Yes, you're right. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, you see, I mean, I don't I just heard about that. ICT talked about that, Suzivan. But even if I'm not right, okay, I mean, sorry, ICT didn't talk about that. I promise you, brother, today or tomorrow, you will listen from ICT as well. The same thing I'm telling you. Like, for example, the first presented fair value gap. ICT started the first presented fair value gap, and he told that it's not a valid TGIA. I mean, sorry, the first presented gap. I was the one, so that's why I write it down like this way, because a lot of people was joining to me and they were saying this can't be the first presented gap. That's why I write it down. First presented gap according to me. Later, yeah, of course, ICT added more, more things over here to find out when you should look for that, when you should not look for that, all the things. But for me, that was the first presented gap. And I believe that this should be the first presented gap because of my observation. I will say, how did you know that? Before ICT started to talk about this first presented gap, I studied it. So when I started to talk about that, after that ICT started to talk about the first presented gap. I was just not mentally prepared to switch my mind from here to ICT's explanation because I have observed it by myself. So far, this market has closed this opening gap 100% over here. This gap low is closed. I want to see, can it go through this, take this buy side liquidity now. We have the news soon to be Fed chair testifying at 10 a.m. It could be volatile. Okay, that's cool. I'm not able to take the sell. Anyone would love to take the sell. Maybe from this gap, maybe from that gap. I don't know. It's gonna take this sell side liquidity. I don't know. You wanna take the sell? Go for it, man. I'm not going to take the sell. Yesterday, Friday, just the first candle, I took the sell. Yeah, I got stopped out here, unfortunately, because I was not able to. Uh, cover the quadrant level because of the volatility. Today, same case of scenario, everything is same. I'm not interested to take the sell. You wanna take the sell? Go for it. I'm more interested to see if I can take a buy for this buy side liquidity over here. Who is that guy? I'm not able to read. I mean, accept that question. You wanna take the sell? Don't hesitate, man. Just go for the sell. I highly appreciate it. I'm not interested to take the sell. I got one subscriber. That's cool. Thank you, whoever has joined. Welcome to our community, brother, and thanks for subscribing to our channel. Today, first presented fair value gap is the same area as yesterday, first presented fair value gap. Monday, first presented gap, extend it to your right, keep it for the rest of the week. It's highly important. It will take this sell side liquidity, I don't care. I can't take the sell, at least not now. I'm going to let this go, even if it would love to go for that sell side liquidity.
Order filled. I'm watching this gap over here from 15-second chart. I don't want to see anybody close below the consequent crossment of this gap. It can come back again to trade the quadrant level of that week before coming to this first presented gap, of course. See this buy side liquidity over here, relatively equal highs. I want to see this liquidity to be cleared before clearing this low. From 1 minute chart, I still have nothing to do around here. From 1 minute chart, simply nothing to do.
Order filled.
Watching this consequent crossment should not be broken. Trade the lower quadrant of that wick. Happy to see that. This gap is the most dangerous gap right now. That means if this gap is being traded and then market would love to fall, this relatively equal loss is going to be cleared. I'll get stopped out. So I don't see any logic to put my stop loss below this low anymore. So I'm watching this gap. I trailed my stop loss just below the constant cross mean threshold of this order block, lowest down close body close candle. So if it would love to go higher, it should trade the 50% and then should go higher. If it doesn't do that, I'll get stopped out. Simple. I need speed through this gap right now. Put it a bit below, just below this order block. By any chance, if it would love to come to the exact low over here and then wanna go higher, I don't wanna get stopped out. Okay. So now it should be safe over here. Here should be safe below this candle, and let's see if it can go through everything and come to this area at last. Respected the constant crossment so beautifully. Need the speed toward the buy side liquidity right now.
Order filled.
Okay. Took me. Why did you took me retest the 50%? I didn't really want to see these things to happen. But it's okay. We'll see if it inverts it. I'll take rebuy from that gap. I am not going to take the rebuy if the low is taken. That means the low is going to be taken. I'm not going to take rebuy. I think I trailed my stop loss a bit early, but it's okay. I just mitigated I added more, so I just needed to make sure that the loss is not going to be huge. This gap is going to be inversed. I'm gonna take rebuy from that gap.
Order filled.
My trailing stop loss actually, I didn't expect this is going to happen one more time, to be honest, guys.
Order filled.
When this high is going to be taken, I'm gonna put my stop loss to the break even after clearing this buy side liquidity over here. I mean this line. Because after clearing this buy side liquidity, if this market trade like the 50% of the opening gap started to reject from there for this new liquidity level, I'll be chopped up. So I don't want to get chopped up. My stop loss should be to the break even to see if I can get some partial over here to the last fair value gap from 15-second chart before stopping me out. Again, I got stopped out here because of my trailing stop loss. I was not expecting this is going to come back again to the mean threshold of this order block. In other words, from 1 minute chart, the 50% doesn't need to be traded one more time. As the liquidity has been cleared, market has traded the 50%. It can start to fall right now. I don't want to take that risk as well.
Order filled.
From 1 minute chart, still there is nothing. I hate the market. Okay, this was not important. Here is nothing that needed to come here one more time to trade. There was nothing, to be honest. So it should keep going higher. Unfortunately, this week did the damage. It's difficult when the market is doing this type of weeks. Tough me for understanding or for getting that point. Just watch this gap. I want this market to come to this gap at first. Tap to the first presented fair value gap as well. Not interested to see it will keep falling. Would love to see it will keep going higher for this buy side liquidity over here. From 1 minute chart, nothing. YM is bullish. This guy is consolidating like this guy. Okay. Let me come over here to see if it can have another opportunity. Wanna clear this liquidity from 1 minute chart, trade the first presented gap, wanna fall, take that relatively equal lows, take this sell side liquidity, then started to go higher. Good, I'll take the buy again from here. I'm not long term buy. Sorry, my bias is not long term bullish. I'm a short term bullish for this high over here. This high, that high, relatively equal highs. Short term, I'm bullish for this buy side liquidity. Then maybe I'll look for the sell again. 1 minute chart, nothing. Simply just nothing. Today, it should not be red folder news. There is a medium impact news, brother. Okay, I can be wrong. Oh, okay. So it's a red folder news. I thought that it's a medium impact news. Okay, but it's still, it should go higher, to be honest, man. The way it is going higher, I'm not liking it. That's all. I think I have already missed the opportunity. I mean, when this candle close, just next candle tap to this area, I was thinking like that way. Come on, man. This is disgusting. Okay, when this type of wick appeared on the chart, it's really disgusting. So remember this gap here. If it come to this gap, I won't be able to take any other trade. If it come to this gap, otherwise, if it fall to this gap, I'll take a rebuy from this gap before tapping to this gap. Come on, brother. This is bullshit. Now it came to this last gap. I have to wait, to be honest, to see if it really would love to keep going higher or does it want to fall and clear this liquidity. I can't just take the buy right now. 1 minute chart, nothing to do. Simply nothing to do yet. It is only possible to take the buy if the market close above this gap. This is the last gap below the buy side liquidity. Here is the buy side liquidity. This is the last gap below this buy side liquidity. So if this gap is not broken, this market has a high probability to fall and take this sell side liquidity. So I can't take any sort of buy from this gap from 1 minute chart, from deep chart. I mean, sorry, from this 15-second chart. I needed to take the buy from this gap until this gap over here, which is the last parallel gap from 15-second chart. I would try to take the partial, maximum partial would be close over here, and then put my stop loss to the break even. Will hold the trade as long as this buy side liquidity is not going to be taken. So that was my plan. Now, as you can see here, it came to this last gap, then come to this gap. It can keep going higher now, but I can't take the buy anymore as the market has already, met with the objective. So that's why I can't take a rebuy over here. I have to wait for the news, I guess, to see if it provide anything over there or not. Does the yes is in the gap? I don't see, man. I don't see any logic over here. Yes is extremely bullish. I mean, yes is bullish. YM is bullish. This is just doing a lot of drama over here. It is going to be bullish, I believe so. Like for this liquidity, if it wouldn't do that, or if it doesn't want to do that, it would simply close the concurrent crossment over here, and then maybe it could keep falling as the concurrent crossment is hold it the market, send it to this specific area. Time to wait to see, does it really would love to go higher without clearing this liquidity, or does it want to fall, take that liquidity, then go for this buy side liquidity. I would love to see it will go higher at first, take that liquidity, then it will be back to clear this liquidity and this extreme liquidity. So I would love to take the sell while this buy side liquidity is going to be cleared, but I can take any short of buy right now anymore as this market came to this last gap and rejecting from there. Thanks for reminding me of the last parabolic gap before the buy side liquidity. I almost forgot to see it. No worries, man. This gap, I write it down as a first presented gap. Forget about that first presented gap. This is the last gap before the buy side liquidity. As long as this gap is not broken, I promise you, brother, it has the power to stop the market, to send it lower and keep falling. This is a very strong gap over here. I believe it's going to be broken. Market is going to take that liquidity. I believe that. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna push the button because it's kind of contradictory with the logics and the price action. So if I would love to go for that, it's gonna go against the price action. It's gonna be depending on my expectation. I don't wanna push the button depending on my expectation. I would go for this trade if I would see that it didn't come to this gap over here. I would push the button when it came to this gap over here and cover something over there. Okay. I'll push the button over here if this gap is broken. You'll be able to see that. If it is not exactly at the news time, this is the only opportunity for me to take the trade in 1 minute chart if and only if this gap is going to be broken.
and target there. But if it is around the news, I don't think so. I'll go for this trade. That red folder news, I have never heard about that news. To be honest, I really don't know how to use that. I mean, how this gap. I'm sorry, this news is going to work. Risky, right? Should I wait for the news to release at first? Because we can did the damage. 26695. 26695. Was that, brother? Question: suppose this hourly candle is closed below the hourly gap and then shifting into 5 minute time frame and waiting for the 5 minute order block. Do I need to wait for take any kind of high like 1 minute order block? First of all, if you are watching 5 minute chart, your 1 hour chart is valueless. That means there is no value for your five. I mean hourly. If your high time frame is hourly chart and if your lower time frame is 5 minute chart, the whole analysis is wrong. So you have to look for 4 hour chart at first and then 5 minute chart, and then you can wait whatever you say. You can look for that type of things, brother. NQ traded 15 minute last fair value gap. Where is 15 minute last fair value gap? I don't see any 15 minute last fair value gap. Oh, this one. That's good. Are you taking this trade before 10 a.m. news? I'm just confused, brother. I'm watching it. Okay. So I'm waiting to see when this setup is going to work. I mean, going to happen. If I see it is going to happen around 9:58, 9:59, I'm not going to take it. But if I see it is happening around 9:55, 56, I'll take this. All I need to see this body to close one tick above this last gap. I don't know it has closed or not. Okay. Not even a single body should close below the concurrent crossment of this gap before clearing this buy side liquidity. Except the news candle can fall a bit more, just the week, but body should close above the concurrent crossment. That's all I want to say.
Institutional order flow entry drill means market should tap to this gap, should reject it from this gap. Not measuring gap. Measuring gap is over here. This is the measuring gap. Institutional order flow entry drill. It means that if I miss the trade here, if I miss the trade here, if I miss the trade here, then I should take the entry from there. Let's see. It can do a little drama, okay, over here because just before the news, so it can just do a bit drama over here. Honestly, how many handle it can give me, even if it would love to stop me out, or if even if it would love to hit my target. What is the amount of handle it's going to provide me? I wouldn't put my stop loss over here if it was not just before the news. If it was not just before the news, I would put my stop loss below this week. But as it is just before the news, it can come back again to trade this gap and then can start to go higher. Of course, I'll put my stop loss to the break even if I'll be able to take that partial at least. I've read the market in a right way, I believe so, but these weeks are not expected. I was not expecting this type of week. That's why I got some losing trade around that area. Unfortunately, this is what it is. Let's try my luck, okay? Let's try my luck. Okay. I don't know that it will come over here or not. I'm just trying to keep it over there, okay? So this is the runner. I'll see if it can come over there or not. I'm not bullish. I'm just trying to see if it can go over there. That's all. By trailing the stop loss. Already got 39 handle, 37 handle, I guess. That's cool. Mark this gap over here, the most strongest gap ever. You see the first, I mean, sorry, the last fair value gap. This is the logic of the last fair value gap. That means if I miss the trade here, I'm gonna take the trade here from the last fair value gap. I'm bearish now, but I'm just seeing like I want to be wrong over here. I want to see this market to keep going higher for that buy side liquidity. I'm not saying it is going to happen. For the first time, it will close below this gap again. I'll start to look for sell. I have thousands of the sell side liquidity around that area. So I'm more interested to see those liquidity to be taken. So I'm more interested to look for the sell now. But before falling, at least to this gap should be traded. And when it will touch this gap, I'll move my stop loss. You'll be able to see that. So far, it's like 37 handle over here, 39 handle. I know that nobody would love to write down boom to me, but it is what it is, man. I read the market in the right way, but the wicks are doing the damage. If I wouldn't trail my stop loss, I would never get this stopped out. My bad habit is trailing stop loss. I do that. And sometimes I get stopped out. Even if you watch this area, if I wouldn't move my trailed my stop loss, I would get the partial over here, and then I would get the boom over there around this area. My bad habit, trailing the stop loss. Okay. Got some partial and stopped out. I think it's not enough. Okay. Let's see if it can go to that gap before falling. I'm bearish. I'm more interested to take sell now. No more buy is valid to me. I'm just interested to take the sell. Remember this gap? Remember that gap? What did I tell? As long as this gap is not going to be broken, I don't want to see any sort of bullish run. Now, when I was in here, I forgot about that gap, to be honest, man. Like here, as in hindsight now, I can see there was that gap. I was giving highest priority over here. In MNQ chart, that was not in marked, so I was watching this gap to be traded so that I could trail the stop loss. It doesn't need to go over here. It can simply trade this gap and then kept falling. Nothing over here. Anyone got the run with me? Is there anyone who got the run with me? Thanks for that. What is that? Giggle heart. Did I read the market in the right way? Did I read all of these things in the right way? Except my trailing stop loss. I know that what I am doing, I knew that what is going to happen, except the trailing stop loss. Don't like this type of, manipulation candles. That's why I trail the stop loss as soon as possible. I can trail it. Unfortunately, my trailing stop loss sometimes is very bad. Most of the time, I'm so happy with my trailing stop loss. No sell yet, nothing yet. I have to wait a bit more just to see can it come here to trade this gap one more time before falling. It doesn't need to do that, but there is still no setup. So I don't need to go for, or I don't need any rush. This is the sell side liquidity, which is my first target right now. I just need a setup to take the sell. I hope you will understand this factor, why I was not looking for sell, even though I was bearish, why I didn't look for that sell. Because of this. See here, because of that. It was not valid sell for me. I was looking for buy at first. And when the buy is done, now I'm interested to take the sell. I will just wait for the setup right now before going for that sell. Excuse me. $200. Mm, yeah, I'll switch the account, okay? Green is green. I'll switch the account and will be in this account now. Are you, feeling regret for this? No, I'm not feeling regret for this because my trailing stop loss was absolutely logical. When it traded the min threshold of this order block, it doesn't need to come back again one more time to trade the min threshold of this order block. It did, I got stopped out. Then I put my stop loss to the break even over here. After clearing this buy side liquidity, it stopped me out. I'm absolutely okay with that. So took two losses over here because of my trailing stop loss. I'm perfectly okay with that. Sorry, one loss on break even. I'm absolutely okay with that. And then market perfectly worked. If it wouldn't tap here, I would re-enter over there and I would hold this trade. Unfortunately, it tapped here. I was not able to take re-entry from this market and I let this go. Come back in 1 minute chart, took the buy from the last fair value gap and until the liquidity tried to put my, trailing the stop loss, got stopped out by trailing the stop loss. Perfectly okay. I'm simply okay with that. Any of you would love to take the buy, go for it. Don't hesitate. Just go for it. I'm not interested to take the buy anymore. I'm more interested to see if it can fall now. Boom. Thank you, Kishore. Theo, partial, yes. Thank you, man. Yep. Profit is profit, man. I highly appreciate. Profit is profit. $190 is not like huge loss, man. Profit is always profit. Hey, Alex, thanks for that club, man. How was the price action reading? Let me know that, Alex. Jamil, boom. I too buy from the bottom of anterior premier respected 50-minute last fair value gap. That's cool, man. You got better entry rather than me. So could you could you what's the fair value gap you have at 850 zone? 850 zone. Oh, okay. So you're asking about that gap. This is that 50-minute last gap that's been respected like here. So I want to keep this gap over there just to see can it work one more time as a resistance. something like that. Okay, just because of that. Otherwise, this gap really doesn't have any value. As I'm just keeping it because it has been respected previously. So finally, the market came to the last fair value gap from 1 minute chart. Does it want to go through this, keep going higher for the all-time high again? Does it want to reverse now from the last fair value gap and go for this sell side liquidity over here? It's the time to look for that. I can't take any short of buy right now. No, like I have to wait for this market to come to the discount, even if I would love to take the buy. I have no way to take the buy right now. Market is trading the last fair value gap from 15 minute chart, as well as this old gap. Yeah, you're seeing this body, but if the body close inside this gap, you will be able to see just a wick over there. That buy side liquidity was the all time high before today. Okay, so yesterday that was the all time high. So that's been marked over here as an all time high over here. Right now the all time high is over here. I'm not looking for any sort of buy right now in this deep premium area. I can be wrong. Market can keep going higher. I have to wait for to take the buy. If you are bullish, if you found the buying opportunity now, go for that. For me, the buy is done. Like always, perfect, bro. Thank you, Alex. Look at the rejection from the last fair value gap from 15 minute chart. I really didn't like the way it came here. And also this old gap from 15 minute chart. See, like a few moments ago, it seems like a bull candle. Now it seems like it's respecting, right? The bodies are respecting, something like that. I'm not saying it is going to happen, but I'm just saying as long as this candle is not going to close, I can't remove this gap from my chart. I have to observe this gap as well because this gap has been respected previously. So I want to see if it can respect one more time. Let me mark this high. I want to see this high to be taken because previously it was building a relatively equal highs. I was not liking the way it was building the relatively equal highs. Now the highs has been taken. I'm happy to see that. Mark this gap, extend it to your right. It is respecting this gap. Perfect. From 15 minute chart, still this gap is holding the market. That means as long as this candle is not going to close, it can be respected from this last gap as well. It will keep going higher. I will just let it go. No way to take the buy. I had the opportunity to take the buy here, 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 and now it's in premium. I can't take the buy right now. YM is bearish again. This is also showing the bearishness. You see this high over here, this high, and here this high. Look at this high. Taken this high, failed to take it. Just look at this. These two guys showing that I'm bearish, I'm bearish, I'm bearish. This guy just cleared the liquidity for both of these guys. So took the liquidity by the NQ. Let's fall. Let's see if it can happen. I'm interested only to take the sell. Mhm. Highest up close body close candle is a beautiful order block. I want to take the sell from this order block. Just let me see how much is going to be the stop loss. 17 handle. So I'm going to take the sell from this order block now. If it close, sorry, not here. If it close below this order block, so I'm in from the order block. Yeah, I will see if I can. One body close above the mean threshold acceptable, but the very next body should close. Okay, it is stopping me out. Nothing to say. I wanted to see that if even if one body close above this line, the next body should close below this line. It didn't happen. It has cleared this high. Let me see what it is reaching for. This high is taken. This high is also taken. The last gap is still holding the market. So I'm just watching. Can it take the previous candle high one more time and then can start to fall again? And what is the loss? If it doesn't work, how much I'm going to take the loss? $120. Just okay. I can wait here. I'll take the sell if this gap inversed. See this gap, if it is inversed, I'll take resell over here. I don't know I'll get the opportunity to enter or not, but I'll resell if this is going to inversed. All I need to see this gap to inversed. That means market is going to close one tick below this gap. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I don't know it will take me or not. If it doesn't take me, this low will be inversed. I'll try to take the sell from the fair value gap. If it takes me from there, I'm happy. If it doesn't, unfortunately, maybe it doesn't take me in that type of scenario. Please don't go without me. I got the market structure shift, perfect 22 YT model. All I need to see, if there is a gap, I'll take the sell from that gap. If there is no gap, then this is the only gap I'm gonna take the sell. My stop loss is above the third candle. This entry is not valid if and only if it come to this gap. So I'm gonna mark this gap. If it come to this gap, I'll not take this sell without me, okay? Because that's the area to take the partial. If it build a gap here, I have to take the entry from this gap by covering this gap. So the stop loss is gonna be a bit bigger, unfortunately. Sometimes this shit happens, okay? It just doesn't take me for a beat. It's acceptable, man. I wish it's not going to tap to this last gap. Please don't do that. What should I do now? I can't use this gap to take my sell. Unfortunately, I can't do that. Oh man. Oh man. I'm gonna miss this. I'll cry if I miss this. Oh man. What should I do? 24 handle. Hmm. 24 handle risk. That means $150. Tell me, what should I do, guys? Yes, sir. Please reply. Question. What is your question? What is your question, brother Sachin? I don't see your question, brother. 24. Tell me, guys. Before I enter into this trade, tell me, should I go for this trade? Still, there's an opportunity because I can see market has build another, like sell side liquidity, this low, that low, relatively equal low. So this gap reaction, sending the entry to the entry fair value gap to the 22 YT model, then it's going to fall. Tell me, before it entered me. T2 1007 AM inversion fair value gap, 1007 AM inversion fair value gap, 1015. This one, 1007, 1007. This one, this candle. I don't see this is an inversion gap, brother. This is just a gap that doesn't have any value, like some type of gap that can give me some sort of reaction. Except the reaction, I don't see any value. Go ahead, sell. Okay, man, I'm gonna take you. I hope this is gonna be the reaction until the entry gap at low. At least the entry gap, 22 YT model entry gap should be traded. Should be traded. 709. Should be traded. It's not going to trade. If I miss this sell, actually, I will cry. To be honest, guys, I'll cry because oh man, I can't take this sell anymore. Sorry, have to wait. I know where it is going, but I just can't enter. Hey guys, don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel. This is what it is. I miss this trade doesn't mean that it's something like end of the journey. It's okay, absolutely perfectly okay. I hope I will get another opportunity when then I'll take that trade, okay? So I will wait to see if it can provide me another opportunity so that I can take the trade. Now I can't take this trade anymore, so I'll let this go. And I'll wait for the next opportunity so that I can take the trade. My intention was this is going to trade the inverse gap and then it's going to fall. It didn't happen just for one tick, I guess. Yeah, just for one tick, it didn't happen. Okay, it's perfectly okay. I have to wait now. I'm going for it. Let's go, Suzivan. And are you taking buy or sell, Suzivan? If my high time frame is 1 hour, then why should be my entry time frame? If it is 1 hour chart, then it should be like 1 minute chart. Sell. Okay, you are going to take the sell. Best of luck, brother. I'm not able to take this sell, unfortunately. So I'll let this go, man. I don't see. I mean, I don't wanna discourage you, but you see, this market came here, rejected from this gap, failed to come until this 22 YT model. Then fall came to this institutional order flow entry drill that didn't work here. So it's respecting this gap right now as an entry for institutional in institutional order flow entry drill, and now it is rejecting. Can it come to this last gap now? I'm more interested to see to go higher first. Then if it fall, I'll go for that. So that's why I'm not taking this trade. But yeah, again, whoever is feeling good, take this sell. I highly appreciate that, man. For me, I'm not able to take this trade. It has cleared the liquidity over here. It can go back again to clear this relatively, I mean, obvious liquidity. This high has been cleared over here as an obvious liquidity. It can go for that. So I'm not able to take the sell here. If I could take the sell here, I would take the partial over there, would put my stop loss to the break even. I would be safe over here. But now entering here means that I have to cover this high over here, this candle high, which I'm not able to do that. So that's why I'm not taking this trade. If you feel good, go for this trade, man. I highly appreciate it. And I will write down boom for you, all of you. I think my point is clear, guys. I'm not bullish, okay? Don't think that I'm bullish. But I can't take the sell from here. I'm already missed the opportunity. So I'm not going to take it. But as long as your leverage is low, you're safe, man. Even if it doesn't work, you will be safe. You'll be a small, very small loss. It doesn't matter at all. My stop is above the high, brother. Taking micro lots. That's cool. Let it go. But your risk is perfect. Most of the YouTube live traders take around 50 to 60 handle risk. I know that, man. I can't take it, unfortunately. Sometimes I take a risk for 40 handle, okay? And then I start to, literally, I start to shake. I can't do that. I'm bearish. I know where the market is going, but I have missed the trade. And if I miss it, I missed it. Okay. That's all. I just missed it. Simple. I'm gonna not take this trade. I will wait for the next opportunity. If it provide me that, I'll take that sell. Otherwise, I'm just okay with this trade. I'll just let this go. I've already got a beautiful boom from here, and then a small, very small loss over there. It was like acceptable. Just wanted to overzealous, wanted to take re-entry, didn't switch my bias, didn't want to take the buy. Unfortunately, it missed my trade for one tick or one handle, something like that. So I missed it. I'm gonna be very okay with that. Would love to wait for the next opportunity, then I'll go for the trade. Please don't go up again and again. When I raise my hand, my webcam stop tracking me. I highly appreciate it if any of you would love to go for this trade. I mean this sell. I just don't want to take this sell. Me, no. I take the losing trade. So if you take the losing trade, it's just the part of this game. Everyone take the losing trade. Okay, new 15-minute candle opened. I want to see it to go higher at first, and then we'll see if it can provide any opportunity. Now it came to the entry fair value gap. At least the entry fair value gap has been traded over there. Let's see how it's going to work. I'm not in any trade. I'm not in any trade. Okay, so I'm just waiting. Why you're not taking the trade from the entry gap right now? It takes too long to come to this entry fair value gap. So if I would love to go for the trade, I have to wait for the order block to be created here, and then I can take the sell from the order block. As it takes too long to come to this entry gap from 22 YT model. So I'm waiting to see if it can build any order block over here so that I can take the sell from that order block. I'm going to remove this gap right now because this gap has done its job. It's failed over here around this area, violated this gap. So this gap, I'm not interested to keep on my chart anymore. Still now, ES and YM is bearish. Still now it is bearish. I want to see this market to fall. I'm just waiting for a setup so that I can take the sell. I'm not thinking that it's going to go higher and take the buy side liquidity and it will keep going higher to the all-time high. I'm not thinking about anything like that. I'm just waiting if it can provide any sort of entry opportunity to me. That means there will be any kind of model so that I can take the entry. There is a model, I'll go for the trade. Otherwise, I'll let this go. High resistance liquidity run, but it's perfect. By any chance, if I could take the sell from there, that was a 46 candle run. Wow. This high, that high, relatively equal highs. Whoever found the selling opportunity, go for sell. If you found the buying opportunity, go for buy. Don't wait for me. Don't copy my trade.
I searched everywhere. It's written 1 hour higher and 5 minutes should be entry time frame. Go for it, Sachin. If you find it, go for it, man. If you know that, then why you are asking me, brother? I mean, you have already found it, right? So you should believe in that and you should observe it. Now, I don't believe, so I can't comment on that question. For me, 1 hour time frame can't be the higher time frame for 55 minutes chart. It can't be that. So, of course, if you think that it's higher time frame, go for it, man. And of course, I believe that you will get more precision over there. My brain doesn't work like that way, so I don't use that on. I think point is clear, man. It will go high again now. I don't think so, brother. But let's see. I'm just waiting. And market is consolidating. I'm waiting, market is consolidating. That's all. 1 hour dealing range is set now. We might go up, take out the high before going lower. Let's see. Let's wait. Yeah, brother, let's wait. I mean, here pushing button, it's kind of chasing the market to me. I don't want to chase this market. That's all. I know nobody likes to wait for the setup. You want me to push the button, but look at the price. I can't push the button in this price. So that was like something not good, not good to me. Asked because your validation is important for me. I told you already. I don't use the 1 hour time frame as my high time frame for 5 minute execution. It's kind of illogical to me. I can't use that. If I would love to go for 5 minute chart, I would love to go with ICT, where ICT told 4 hour chart is as your high time frame, 5 minute chart as your execution is fully another world. And I believe that it worked so perfectly. 5 minute, 4 hour, so perfectly. 1 hour, not enough. Because just 12 candle from 5 minute chart, just 12 candle can't decide. At least 15 candle needs for deciding a setup. At least 15 candle. So just 12 candle is not enough for me. I hope my point is good, Sachin. I see you first time, Ravin. Very handsome. Hey, Erdogan. Uh, no comment, brother. How are you, man? Yeah, this is the first time I opened the live streaming my, like my face. PT joking face. I'm watching this candle actually. Can I use it as an water block? So let me mark this gap, extend it to my right. Can it close below this candle? If it do that, I'll take a cell, very small cell from this candle as an water block. Let me see what is gonna be the stop loss. Remember, it has to close below this candle. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna take this sell. Like 1 2 candle is cool. If the body doesn't close, I'm not going to take this sell. My hand is not touching my mouse as long as it's not going to close below this candle. I'll miss this. I'll miss this. No problem. It will stop me out. It will stop me out. No problem. This is a probable game and I want to play this probability. 2, 1, 0. The highest up close body close candle which has traded this gap is my order block. Then this candle closed below this gap, which is my perfect order block. Now it is a valid order block. If it would love to fall, it should not violate the high of this order block. If it violate, I should put it a bit higher. If it violate the high over here, it means that it's on a
make another order block. And if it do that, I will wait for that order block to take the sell. Again, this is the game of this probability. I'm playing the probable game. For me, it's a valid order block. For me, it's a valid entry. So I waited for that. I got that. Now I'm going for the trade. That's all. You don't need to copy my trade. You can simply wait, or you can let this go, or you can take the buy, whatever you want to do. You are good to go for that. I want to see the mean threshold of this order block to see if it respect the 50% of this order block or not. I don't go for the order block trade for so long now. I think after a long time, I'm going for the order block trade. Just let me make sure that it has closed below this candle. Yeah, it has closed below this candle. That's perfect. Everything is perfect. I went the trade with the order block. This gap, I don't need this gap anymore. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to hold this trade as long as the sell side liquidity is not going to be taken. You got the logic? Yeah, perfect. Oh man, after trading your order block, market is falling. How did you know that? You know magic. I don't know magic, man. It's the logic. It's not magic. It's the logic. Let's see if it works. I hope it will work. If it doesn't, good. Going to get $85 extra loss. Oh man, it's gonna hurt you. I don't think so. How far it can maximum go until the main threshold of that order block? I wanna see a gap that will be unfilled. So there will be a gap, it will be unfilled. You are here only to learn. You are not here to copy my trade. If any of you treat me as a signal provider, leave my stream right now. You don't deserve to be here. If you treat me as a signal provider, I'm explaining whole thing over here. Why I didn't take the trade before, why I am going to go for this trade now, because I will be able to put my stop loss. Okay, I got stopped out already. I'll get stopped out over here again. Okay, if it stop me out, I'll get stopped out again. Okay, that's cool. I waited for this order block to happen. This candle was not accepted. Sorry, expected for me. Stop me out. We'll wait for the re-entry opportunity again. If it actually come and close below this order block, we'll take re-entry from there. Just sometimes this shit happens, okay? And I have to go for this immediately. This is the last trade from here. If it doesn't work, I'm just done. Not going to take any other trade, at least not from here. This week, I don't know why this week appeared on the chart. It should not be appeared on the chart, but it appeared. It's perfectly okay. Now the order block should respect the way I was expecting it should respect. It should be respect like exactly the same way. That means nobody should close above the mean threshold. Weak did the damage. I don't know. Maybe there will be some news or something that stopped me out. Perfectly okay. I'm with that. And this is unpredictable. Okay, this type of week is unpredictable. News is unpredictable. You are just trading in the most difficult time on this trading history. By the way, this is the last trade. At least from here, if it doesn't work, this order block doesn't work, I'm not going to take any other trade over here. It should work. in my opinion. I have already got $177 loss, perfectly okay. For 50K accounts, $177 loss is perfectly okay. Look at this YM. Just look at the speed toward the sell side liquidity. See here, it should follow that. This week is unpredictable. Okay, it's something like nobody knows. Maybe Trump did some tweet there. Maybe Iran gave some kind of news, appeared on the chart. Perfectly okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go toward my direction, toward my direction. Last candle of 15 minutes chart. So this candle is going to close as a last candle of 15 minutes. So the next candle will open, retest this order block. Absolutely okay. All I need an unfilled gap right now. So market will make an unfilled gap. I'm happy to put my stop loss to the break even. I'm happy to add more toward my direction, toward my sell side liquidity. Again, if any of you are thinking that this appeared and I knew this is going to happen, no, this is something very bad, bad luck. This is something like someone tweeted over there and just stopped me out. It should not come over here. It should not come over here. That's all. Buy stop, buy stop. You're watching the fun thing, okay, from the order block. This is called the beauty of this market. Except this week. Yeah, I'll actually put it to the break even because either way I'm going to put it at the break even. This gap it's going to create here, I want to see that gap to unfilled. This gap should not be filled here. I'm talking about this gap. It should not be filled. You are learning the price action. You're not copying my trade. Remember that. Okay, so partial is going to be cleared. I'm going to put my stop loss to the break even to see if it can keep falling. If it doesn't, stop me out. I'm cool. I think all the stop. Okay. I have already covered almost every loss I have taken. So loss has been covered. If it keep falling, I'll get the boom. If it doesn't keep falling and would love to retest this unfilled gap, maybe I'll get stopped out to the break even. Unfortunately, my entry is over here right now. So I need to put my stop loss exactly over here. I'm not putting it here because I knew it can't trade this one. I'm just putting it over here so that, like even if it would love to go higher, I'm not going to hurt myself. That's all over there as the market has traded the 50% of this first presented gap. So if it can go through this with speed, I'll keep holding the trade, okay? Until the sell side liquidity, 709 until here. I need the momentum. First, I need to see a body close below the concurrent crossment. If it doesn't, good. This gap should be unfilled. So if it failed to trade this gap, happy to see that. It's now rejecting from this area, but look at this beauty over here. This called the beauty. It has built the sell side liquidity. That means it's going to take that sell side liquidity. After taking this sell side liquidity, if it would love to reverse, I'll get stopped out. So I don't see any logic to put my stop loss over here anymore. I'm gonna put my stop loss just above this candle. I'm a bit fast. Actually, I should wait for this candle to close. Then I'll put my stop loss above that candle high. Just need to see this candle to close, okay? Because the liquidity has been cleared, gap is being traded here. It can start to come back again to this gap. So I don't want to miss this profit over here. I'd love to wait for this candle to close. Then I'll put my stop loss above this candle high after the next candle, of course. Still now the 50% of this first presented gap is holding the market. I'm cool with that. Okay. Just a second. Okay. Just a second. I want to take this risk. There is a small gap. I want to take this risk. Here, this candle low, this candle high. Another institutional order flow entry drill. I want to take this risk over here. This gap. If I saw that body has closed below this concurrent crossment, I wouldn't believe that it's coming over here. As the body is respecting, reaction can send the market until here. Okay, that's why I just covered it over here. Previously, I didn't notice that. I'm so sorry for that. But when I saw it, immediately I moved my stop loss just above this gap. I don't care about this gap because if it would love to come to this gap, either way, I'll get stopped out to the break even. So all I need to cover, this gap has been respected. Keep falling. Good. I'll go with this trade. Look at the order block. Again, I'm saying you will not see this type of week. All the time, you're not going to see this type of week. It is absolutely a proper bad luck. It should not go one tick above this order block. This is what it is, man. And you can see here, I'm already in profit. All my loss has been mitigated. I know what the market is going for. You know what the market is going for. Every single one of you know that. We needed the setup. We got the setup. We took the trade. Shit happened. I didn't over leverage. I didn't over leverage. Absolutely perfect. Retest. I'm again for the trade. I added more over here by believing it is going to fall for this area over here. And I'm taking that risk over here. Now, if it can close below this gap, I'll add more over there. You'll be able to see that. Don't worry. Sorry, not this gap. Okay, my mistake. If it closed below this gap, that gap, not this one. So first time body has closed below the concurrent crossment. Still, I can't move my stop loss because it can one more time retest this gap. So I'm not trailing the stop loss yet. I want to give this market a bit more time. It can be the fake breakout, can retest this gap one more time. I need to see this candle to close below this gap at first so that I can trail the stop loss until the concurrent crossment. Oh, wow. That's a big run. Okay. I don't want to take that risk anymore. I'll keep it over there because that's a big run. I'll keep one over there. If it stop me out, then I'll just hold on that one. I know I'm a bit early, but it's okay. Just stop me out and then go. I just okay with that. Learning price action is the best thing. Hi, Tito. Good look. Wow. Who is that? So, Dev. Hey, Dev. How are you, man? Can you please explain why you took this trade? That's a water block trade, brother. I was waiting for that water block for so long. It is the water block. Look at this. I think I'm going to get stopped out over here. I'm okay with that. Okay, I'll just get stopped out here. I'll just leave this open over there. Here, when it inverts this gap, I took an entry over here. It was overzealous. Stop me out over there. Perfectly okay. Sorry, not from the inverse gap, from the water block around this area. Unfortunately, in NQM, you see this low is below that area. Okay, I marked this gap. Unfortunately, this is just unfortunate. But here, I can see that it was inside this gap, not below this gap. So as it was below this gap, I shouldn't go for this trade. But it is what it is, a very small loss. And then when it closed, I wanted to take the sell, this sell from the inverse gap. It didn't take me. So I got the 22 YT model. come to this entry gap over here. This is the entry gap. So it took too long to come to this entry gap. That's why I didn't take the sell. I waited for to build the order block. That is the order block. When this candle closed below this order block, I started to believe this order block is going to send the market lower. Before falling, there was a candle. You see this candle? I don't know why this candle appeared on the chart. I have no idea. Okay, it should not be there. So I got stopped out here one time. I took re-entry over here exactly from this order block. You can see here order block, order block. Took re-entry, got a lot of partial. Now I'm waiting to see if I can let one candle to fall. Otherwise, I'll get stopped out over there. I just don't know. Just let me see if I get. Okay, it didn't. It didn't yet, but I don't know why it didn't stop me out. I think it just one tick, just for one tick I survived. So maybe just for one tick, I don't know. However, that was re-entry from the order block from 22 YT model. I don't take the order block entry for so long right now, but today I just took the order block entry because a lot of you forgot about the order block. I needed to remind you about the order block. Again, this week, I'm not happy with that week. It happened over there. I don't know why. Is that clear, brother? I know this market where is it's going. It's coming for this line 26709. So I'll see if I can hold this trade until 709. Does it make any sense, brother? Did it make any sense to you guys? We took the buy, remember? Buy. And then we took the sell. We knew exactly what is going to happen. Just I didn't know it will come until there. That is the only thing I didn't know. I knew that it's going to take that high for sure. After taking it, I waited for this market to let it trade the PD array. What type of PD array? Last fair value gap. Look at this last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. Is there anybody has closed above this last fair value gap? Nobody has closed. Let him trade the last fair value gap. Waited for the setup. Took the sell. Perfect. Boom. I'm in profit. I'm doing everything in front of you. I know that is a very small profit, but still, profit is profit. Mhm. Mhm, 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 mhm. This is the most dangerous gap, okay? This is the most dangerous gap. I have no idea this market will be able to break this gap or not. So far, it's trading the low of this first presented gap low. When I will see the first candle to close below this gap, I'll be able to cover the consequent encroachment only by my stop loss. Look at this YM, extremely bearish. I just don't know. Okay, this gap is going to hold it or not. So I don't want to take this risk anymore. I'm gonna put my stop loss above this high over here because I don't know if this gap is going to hold it or not. I really don't know that. This is the most dangerous gap. So I'm gonna just put it above this candle, and we'll see if it can go through this gap with the speed. I survived. If it doesn't, I'm done. Mm, Learning has no ending. Anybody can tell me that why this gap is very important? Is there anyone who can tell me that why this gap is very important? Hey guys, don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel if any of you are new over here. Please do that for me. Okay, if I know that I'm fast, okay, but like this is a very consolidation zone. So if it would love to hold the market, send it higher again until the constant crossment, I'll miss a lot of profit. I don't want to miss this profit. So I'm gonna keep one contract here and I'll get a one contract stopped out over here. So that's a beautiful run. You can see here from here to here. It's kind of 32 handles. So even if I got stopped out over here, mm, not bad. Good job, Bhaiya. Thank you. I love you, sister. Foner, last fair will keep. Absolutely Foner. I don't want to see anybody, simply anybody, to close above the constant crossment of this gap. Now, why I put my stop loss over here, I have already told you. I explained you, okay? Because this is a consolidation zone. I just don't know it's going to hold it or not. My profit 287. Let's see if it can hit my partial level at least. I wish it will give me that opportunity to partial. Boom. Thank you, Theo. Thank you so much, brother. Don't think a lot of trade over here. I just took partial, I just add more. I just took partial, I just add more. Just because of that, it seems like a lot of entries over here, okay? As it stopped me out here, I wanna take the partial over there. If it wouldn't stop me out over there, I would take the partial over here. I would hold the trade, as long as it would love to fall. This is what it is. The sell side liquidity has been taken. This is the extreme sell side liquidity, 128 handle. So let's see if it can give my extreme sell side liquidity or not. Bit more, bit more. There you go. See, can you see it? Did I overtrade? Sorry, did I over leveraged? No, I went with 3 micro contract. If it is a loss, $85 loss. If it is a loss, $120 loss. If it is a profit, I'm gonna catch all the profit from this market. Simple. Ah, now I love to write down boom. I don't know some of you would love to do that on for me or not. I wanna do that. This is my boom for this area. Yeah, we took a lot of losses. We took a lot of profit, but eventually, what is going to happen? If I wouldn't get stopped out here, okay, by that specific candle, if I wouldn't get stopped out over there, I would take the partial over here and I would hold the I mean the rest on until this low area, this low. I would do that by trailing stop loss. By the way, I deserve the boom from you guys. Thank you, Kishore. Thank you, Theo. Sharoda, thank you. Hey, Phoenix, thanks for the penguin, man. Hey, don't you? Thanks for writing boom, man. Uchuk, just reading price action boom. Thank you, Uchuk. Is there anyone who got that trade with me? Everything is in front of you. This was the other account. Here got that buy. And this is the other account. Got that sell. Did you learn the order block? This is called the order block. The perfect beauty of the order block. Again, this week, don't count it, man. Don't count it. If you count it, you won't be able to learn. This time is not good. Just okay. Boom. Thank you, trading in the zone. Jamil, boom. Suziban, boom. I know that Suziban were in this trade, man. You were maybe early entry a bit, but it's okay. Still, you got that boom. I hope so. But at the same time, let me know, is there anyone who else got this trade? I have no way to re-enter into this market right now as long as it's not going to provide me the next opportunity. If it provide me the next opportunity, I'm gonna go for the next trade. Simple. How many likes did I get? 91 people are watching, 68 likes. Guys, I deserve the like, man. Oh, what a fall. Ah. Stop me out. I would cry. Simply, I would cry if it would if I were not able to enter. I would cry. That was the theme I was expecting, like yesterday. Unfortunately, it stopped me out here, this candle. Otherwise, I would hold the another contract until this low over here, until that low. By trailing a stop loss, of course. But that's cool. 128 handle by taking a lot of partial. No buy story. It will keep falling, brother. I have already told that what the market is reaching for. I have already told that, right? At the beginning, I told you that what is going to happen. This is the line what the market is reaching for. That is the line here, this bold line this market is reaching for. It doesn't need to clear this low. I mean, trade this line. I am 100% agree with you. I want to see it to go toward that line. In the meantime, I'll close my trade. That's all I would love to say. That's the whole thing. But still, I believe this market will come here. If any of you would love to take the buy, please go for it, man. I really appreciate that. 5 minute inversion fair value cap at 60. I don't use the 5 minute chart, brother. You know that. I too that from the that order block is live, Tito. Yeah, I know that, man. Marquis, I don't see his name now these days. Marquis was really good about the order block. Hey, Giggle Heart, boom, good job. Thank you, Giggle Heart. As long as you're managing your trade, you are not over leveraging, you are not blowing your mind, at the end of the day you will be green. If you're wrong, you will stop around 300 $400. You will stop over there, come back tomorrow, make the profit tomorrow. That's all, man. This is all you have to do every day. Today market is bad, tomorrow market will be good. Tomorrow market is bad, the day after tomorrow it will be good. When the market is good, I'm gonna catch everything I can take from here. I don't know why the lucid trading is not responding me. I still am not able to, like, verify my ID. I gave them a lot of messages, but they don't reply me. I don't know why. This is the account I told that I'm gonna take only trade around the morning session, just the morning session. So if you guys remember in that day, if I were trading the PM session, it could be awesome, and I could be mitigate those losses. But as I was going to trade only the morning session, I didn't mitigate the loss. Yesterday's loss also didn't do anything over here. So far in this account, I didn't blow it yet. That's the good thing over here. Okay, this is the funded account, and this is the another funded account. Where is that funded? This is the another funded account. In this account, first day like $66, $425, $333 for today. I am trading this account all the time. Okay, whenever I'm getting some trade, I'm taking the trade in this account, in this funded account. I'm just going because there is no restriction, right? Story. But your account, you gave me the challenge. I just took this challenge. I'm not saying that I'll be able to make it pay out. I'll try my level best to make it as a payout. Okay. So for I'm in some rate, some rate. But still we'll try. The price was difficult for me. It's good. Everything is transparent. I'm not hiding anything. I'm not uh, my mother gave me some fruits. I'm happy to eat some. Been in the sale since 8:05 New York local time. Partial will be taken at New Week opening gap low, and I will hold remaining contract until Monday's low. Congratulations, NQ Slayer. You are awesome, brother. I hope you will get your extreme boom. But as you have already cleared the partial, you don't need to worry about that. I know that, brother. I know the feeling. We'll see how it reacts when it reaches 1 hour bullish fair value gap. Of course, man, it can give some sort of reaction, but I'm only interested to take the sell, not interested to take the buy. So if it go higher and provide me another selling opportunity, I'll see if it can provide me before 11:30. Okay, I'll be here until 11:30. So no worries. I'm just watching the 15-minute chart, and I'm watching how it is going to react from that gap. You see, it has built this gap. It's building this gap over here. Unfilled gap, institutional order flow entry gap, last fair value gap. Yeah, it didn't give the opportunity to take entry. If it would provide the entry opportunity, that could be the sell. Like here, remember the buy here, last fair value gap, inversed buy, last fair value gap, inversed sell. Unfortunately, it didn't provide that opportunity. So next time it will come to this last parallel gap, observe it. Don't take the buy because, sorry, sell, because it's been too long to come to this gap. It should be immediate. As it was not immediate, should not go for the sell. You should wait. Like here, it was not immediate. I didn't take the sell from the 22 YT model. I was talking about the sell, but didn't take it. Waited for the order block and look at this reaction from the order block. I knew when this market is going to fall with speed, except that candle that was unexpected. I promise you, brother, that's not going to happen all the time. But I knew when it is going to happen, when the market is going to build the order block. Then unfilled gap, institutional order flow entry drill. If this gap is fully closed, I'll look for the breaker block sell from that gap. However, uh, 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 trader Crubs, great trade, bro. Thank you so much, man. Ishfaq, thank you so much for writing boom. Market respecting 15-minute inversion gap 10:45 yesterday. Let me see, brother. Lot of information. So there is hourly gap as the story told. Let me see where is the hourly gap. I don't see the hourly gap. I can see this gap over here. Now let me go to the 15-minute chart. Man, if you ever, guys, I'm giving you something, okay, that's gonna help you a lot. Hey, don't change the mode, okay? Come back. Okay, that's good. I'm giving you some information. This information, you should keep it in your mind or you should take some notes. If you ever get lost, that means this market is reversing. Go to your 1 minute chart, look for that low, look on your left, and around this low, do you see another swing low that is obvious to you? Mark that low, extend it to your right, and see, did it build any sell side liquidity? Did it trade any fair value gap? Did it what this low has done? What it has done? If you see it has built liquidity, mark this line, and the way I teach you the standard deviation or the, no, not standard deviation, it's like dealing range. Watch the dealing range, expect, like here, if I talk about that, this is the high of the dealing range, this is the low of the dealing range. Okay, over here, this is the equilibrium. This market has nearly 0% possibility to come to this line. It should reject from this line. The best is to reject from here, which is the low lot of lines, right? Let me actually remove some of the line. Okay, now it's clear, right? Let me remove this one. Let me remove this one. And yeah, now it's perfect. Look at this. If the market really would love to fall, it has zero possibility to come here to this line. Zero means zero. If this market would love to fall, the best case of scenario, it should fall from this line over here. That is the best. If it is overzealous, this is the last line. This market can fall. Now, weak can did the damage from your higher time frame. That means, it went a bit higher, but it should not touch this line. If it touch this line, it means that this liquidity is not going to be taken, at least not for now. It's going to go for some sort of buy side liquidity. Market left some obvious liquidity, cleared some big sell side liquidity. Now it will go for this obvious liquidity. It will go for that. If it touch over here, if it touch that line, mark that low and the highest high, okay? And wherever it is going, after touching this line, maybe this is the high before the retracement. Mark it and expect the same thing. It should not come to the lower quadrant. Instead of that, it should work with the upper quadrant or the 50% before going for this buy side liquidity or whatever buy side liquidity it left over here. So my first intention to see, can this market reject from this 50% area without touching this line, because it left that liquidity. See over here, because I got lost. What happened over here? Did it trade anything over there? Now it is going to go higher. Man, there is something very important. Okay. If there is something very important, go to your 15-minute chart. This is the only thing you will look for. And what is that? 15-minute last parallel gap. Do you have any? Let me see. Actually, do I have any last parallel gap from 15-minute chart? Mm,
No, I don't see that. This is the last gap that has been already broken over here. So if it is not a fake breakout, I don't think so. It's a fake breakout, but except this gap, I don't see anything over here. So as the market didn't trade any last fair value gap and not rejecting from the last fair value gap, I'm not going to believe that this market is going to go higher and take the high again. I'm more interested to see how far it can go. Equilibrium. Uh, uh, let me let me let me actually mark it 6 on 8. 6 on 8 line here, 6 on 8, which is 0.62. Uh, the best ratio, I guess. How to say that? I don't know how to say that, but line is very important. 6 on 8. Is it going to trade this 6 on 8? Is it going to trade the equilibrium? All I don't want to see this market to trade this line. If it trade this line, I'm not bearish anymore. I don't give a shit. Maybe I'll not trade, but I'm not going to take any short of sell. No sell is valid. It will trade it. I'll mark the dealing range again. We'll expect the 50% and the upper quadrant to go for the buy side liquidity, whatever I have over there. As long as it's not coming over here, I'm more interested to take the sell because now it is going to the premium sent or to fall again as it left that liquidity open over there. I got lost. As I got lost, I found what it has built over there. Support. People are seeing a beautiful support over there. Market is rejecting from this support. So chase the market, chase the market. I missed the buy over here. Chase the market, chase the market. If it come over here, this all buyers. It's not, it was not going to work for last 2 weeks because like the daily chart. If I come to this daily chart, nothing was working over here. It was just extremely bullish. It was just extremely bullish. I don't know today I will get first bearish candle or not. I'm expecting it's going to happen today, but it can be bullish candle as well. But otherwise, like now these days it's not working. Most of the time it's going to work. It's going to trade the premium, maybe here, maybe the 6 on 8 line, maybe the last fair value gap. After that, this is going to fall again for this sell side liquidity because the supporters, support traders, they're chasing the market because they missed the buy over here, right? I missed the sell over here, so I started to chase the market from there. That's why it went higher, stop me out, then fall again. Now weak should not happen here. It has already done over there around this area. It was like unpredictable to me actually, unfortunately. However, just then fall. This is how I see the market. Now I'm not asking any of you to believe me, observe it, and then use it. How long have you been trading? You explain so well. Hey, trader, I'm trading for near about 10 years now. I'm trading ICT concepts from 2019. So, yeah, 2019, yeah, from there. But before 2019, I was trading, I was a retail trader. I love the butterfly effect. The butterflies was my best entry model. I love to mark the butterfly and then I would love to use that butterfly before ICT concepts. I was just, man, those days, I can't remember how gambler I was over there. Oh man, those days are awesome. Are the golden days for me. However, it's been like near about 10 years overall with retail and ICT concepts, brother. Friday 8 a.m. 1 hour gap. Okay, brother, I just missed that gap, I guess, story. Maybe it will go higher, man. I am not saying it is going to happen, whatever I explained you right now. I just told you the way I read the market. Okay. Nobody needs to, nobody needs to believe me. Please don't believe me. Watch if it works the way I'm explaining. Keep watching, not one time because one time I can be lucky. One time the last fair value gap can hold the market. One time the last fair value gap can work as a inverse way. So keep watching them. Keep watching them. Look 50, 60, 70, 80. And then when you will see 90% of the time I'm right, then use it. Okay. I'm just sharing my knowledge. This all knowledge I got from reading the market. Okay. Again, 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 again. Keep reading, keep reading. How can I make myself more secured, more, precise? Still I'm struggling. Still I'm learning. But this is what it is, man. You know, lucid trading is a brother. If you use the code T2 Wizard, you will get 40% discount. How much it will be? I actually forgot. I bought 5 accounts, but I forgot right now. Let me see. LUCID. LUCID trading. Let me see. Okay. So there is two type of things. Okay. Pro, flex, direct. I prefer to go with pro. Now flex is much more, like here $70. So you will get 40% discount. It will cost like $70, 25K account, $98, I guess. After getting 40% discount, if you use the code T2 Wizard, 157, 294 flex account and pro account like this. I prefer pro account because in pro account there is a daily loss limit. That means you are not able to control yourself and you are taking the losing trade, taking the losing trade, taking the losing trade. It will stop you after $1,250. Okay, so like after getting $1,250, sorry, $1,200, see daily loss limit $1,200, won't be able to push the button again. So sometimes we broke our mind, we did a lot of bad things. I prefer this one, but you can go for the Lucid Flex. The difference is there is no daily loss limit. See here, there's no daily loss limit. So you can keep trading, keep trading, keep trading as long as you're not blowing the account, which is $2,000. Well, it's up to you, brother. If you use the code T2 Wizard, I guess it will cost you $98, if I'm not wrong. I can be wrong. And in my opinion, this is one of the best right now. The reason is if you get five payout, they will let you go to the live account. And from the first day of the live account, you will be able to request the payout, live money. So if you make $10, you will be able to request the $10 payout. If you make $50, you will be able to make request the $50. You have make $50,000, it will let you, withdraw that $50,000 by the first day in funded account, I mean the live account, after getting five payouts. So this is really awesome. uh, and you can select the platform as well, like Tradeovate, and then it will be connected with the trading view, or you can go with them. I really don't know how good or bad they are. I always go for this Tradeovate, so it's up to you, brother. Just make sure you have used the code T2 Wizard. That's all, brother. So 50-minute gap has been traded. The market has traded the 50-minute gap. Let's see if it can fall right now, or does it want to keep going higher? If it would love to keep going higher, we'll have nothing to do. Hey T2, I don't. If you remember, I don't know if you remember. One time we talked in Discord. Just wanna tell you, I got for Lucid 2K payout. Just wanna thank you for all do for us. Thank you, brother, for that message. I really appreciate it, man. I'm happy. If I see this type of message, I'm not pushing the button to my live account, to my funded account just to make the money. I'm just pushing the button to my funded account just because you guys can understand that whatever I'm showing you on my uh, paper trade, I do the same thing with the funded account as well. And I showed you the payout as well. I told you that I'm going to make the payout and then I'm going to blow the account. Everything was in front of you. Okay. That payout and then like go for the. Okay, why is the payout? They didn't give me the ID verification. I don't know what. I make this account, I trade this account from the beginning to until the payout. After getting the payout, I blow the account. Everything was in front of you. I stopped. I wanted to stop it, but the story gave me another challenge. So I just took that challenge. However, I'm happy if you guys can make the payout. What is my benefit? I have told you thousands of the time. Maybe not today, but one day when you will get like lot of payout, you will get your financial freedom, maybe unintentionally you'll remember my name. Maybe I'll be dead in that time. They'll say, okay, there was a guy who helped us a bit, just a bit, to understand the market, and today I'm getting a lot of payout. Maybe you will pray for me, maybe, if you don't forget. And that's pray. I i i can do anything for that pray, for that prayer. I can do anything for that prayer.
Order filled. Order filled.
তবু এই দেয়ালের শরীরে যত রং ধুয়ে যাওয়া মানুষ নেশাদার প্রতিহিংসা তোমার চেতনার যত উদ্ভাসিত আলোড়ন আকাশে মত নকশাত নীল নীলে ডুবে থাকা তোমার প্রিয় কোন মুখ তার চোখের কাছাকাছি এসে যেন পথ ভেঙে দুটো মানচিত্র এঁকে দুটো দেশের মাঝে মিশে আছে অনুভূতিগুলো ব্যবচ্ছে।
Order filled.
তবু এইখানে অনাবিল হাওয়া জানালা বদ্ধ ঘরে আসে যায় দেয়াল ঘুরে বেড়ে ওঠা মধ্যরাত্রি জমে আসে ভয় আলোকে চিনে নেয় অবাধ্য সহ ভেতরে কি নেই তা পূর্ণতা। Look at this gap, entry gap, last parallel gap. I believe I covered the 50% of that green candle. This is not random, brother. Whatever I have explained over there, did you got that point? Whatever I have explained over there, this is something, it's not hindsight. I'm just explaining these things for so long to you now. If you don't believe me, it's up to you, man. But I'm trying my level best so that you can got the point. This trading is all the game of probability. So as long as it's going to work with your probability, good to have that.
Order filled.
Okay. It would love to trade this gap, then on a fall. Perfectly okay. I covered this gap, candle, didn't work. got stopped out. Maybe it will go higher. Take this buy side liquidity now. I don't care, man. From here, which is let me see, from here 759 to until here 705. So near about 50 handle, something like that. Okay. More than happy for that. Absolutely good with that. Remember this buy, I was doing the same thing I have done over here. The way I moved to the trail stop loss, you saw the trailing stop loss. I did the same thing over here. Market was just overzealous. That area I got stopped out. I got stopped out. So not here. I guess I got. I think I got stopped out here. However, I didn't want to expect this type of candles over there. I knew it is going higher, but didn't expect this is going to happen. It should not happen over there. Sometimes market do that. When it's going to do that, I'm going to get stopped out. Simple. This is exactly the same thing I have explained. This dealing range, this liquidity over here, this is that last gap from 1 minute chart. It's just gave me the reaction from that last gap from 1 minute chart. I don't have the opportunity to watch this chart, that chart. I actually do that when I'm trading alone. I do that type of things. And I think from Friday it will be okay because I will have open another monitor and I will be able to see what is happening in 1 minute chart as well. If I go for the 15-second chart entry, I'll be able to observe them. And in that type of scenario, when it will happen, maybe I'll just cover this gap over here or maybe plus this gap over there. So if it would love to fall by trading any of this gap, I'll be able to hold them. Something like that. Thank you guys for being over here. I think it's 11:30 now. I've taught you a lot today. Your job to justify, not to justify me, first presented fair value gap here. Do you wanna see something good? Let me show you that. Last fair value gap. Unfortunately, there is no liquidity below this last fair value gap. I have to come here to find out the last fair value gap over here. But would love to expand it to my right over here. One time it violates the 50%. Next time it should react like how it should react like religious belief. It is a religious belief that market is going to respect this gap. Nobody should close above the consequent crossment of this gap. It should simply react from there and should keep falling. Not saying to take the entry over here because the job is already done over here and I have to look for this liquidity, and above this liquidity I have to look for the last fair value gap, which is over here. Now the range is very small now. Keep this line on your chart and later observe it. It's not a rocket science. It's something. It's just a bit violation. Not a good example for the last fair value gap. To be honest, I think this is the last fair value gap. Yeah, it is the fresh last fair value gap. So I can use this last fair value gap, not that one. I think this is the best gap I should use as the inverse way for this sell side liquidity. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, okay. Maybe this market will go higher. Take this buy side liquidity. Do I really care about that? Why did it come? 15-minute bearish gap, as well as the 50% of this range, high to low, 50% range. Give me the setup over here. Now, from 1 minute chart, there is no setup. From 15-second chart, come here, liquidity cleared, market structure shift. See this market structure shift. Best 22 IT model. Tap to this 22 IT model fair value gap, fall until 1 minute last fair value gap. I was expecting it to come until this 15-second last fair value gap. It didn't come over here. 1 minute last fair value gap, holding the market, sending it higher. I don't know how far it will go, but I believe it will fall again. This is the lunch hour. I don't really want to see the market around the lunch hour. It's just waste of time to use this last fair value gap. Okay, so that's all for today, I guess. If you have any question, please let me know that. And please don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel if any of you are new over here. Let me see, what did you say? 82, hey King, thank you again, brother. King 1239, brother. I am really happy for your payout, brother. Jamil, T2, deer is extremely powerful. That's why I talked about that deer. That is the reason I talked about the DR, because it is extremely powerful. Nobody in this world will show you this explanation with the dealing range. Nobody, as long, I mean, until now, I have never seen someone to explain the dealing range the way I explained it to you, with the precision, with the live example. Now, today or tomorrow, ICT will talk about that. I promise you, brother. ICT will talk about that, and you will get the, you need the reference, right? Where ICT talked about that, you'll get that. Don't worry. You will get that. Golden ratio. Yeah, golden ratio. Absolutely. 6.618 is a golden ratio. 1.618, or in other words, 0.62 is the golden ratio. Thank you, brother. Giggle heart. That's the golden ratio. I believe in that golden ratio. I believe in that. I have 5 Lucid funded right now. They are my favorite right now. Lucid is best right now. I don't know, guys. You will say that, oh, okay, take profit trader, just you stopped working with them. Take profit trader is another level, because they gave you the payout from the first day of the funded account. I'm talking about the Lucid because of their live accounts. After getting 5 payout from the Lucid trading, they will transfer you to the live account. And when you will go to the live account, from the first day, if you make $5, you'll be able to request that $5. And it's awesome opportunity, man. If you have 500 account, you will get 5 live account. 5 live. Don't change it, man. Again and again and again. Shit, you'll get that. So, okay, so you can try, man. I'm using this Lucid. That's my, I'm just, yeah, I'm promoting as well. The Lucid funded, I'm also promoting. I agree with you, man. You don't need to believe me, but you can watch it, man. I don't want to take any kind of blame from any of you. Oh, brother, you are working with them, so you are promoting them. I'm promoting them, but they're good. That's why I'm promoting. Funded futures, I didn't like it. I closed the partnership with them by myself. Okay, because it was not good to me. And like the way it came here to trade this order block. See the highest up close body close candle that has traded this gap order block. I didn't like to see it trade until this order block one more time. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I can't do that. If I make millions, I will build you a statue. I know that you are mocking me, story. I know you doubt about me. I promise you, brother, I have no intention to hurt any of you. Whatever information I'm sharing with you guys, if you believe me, I can't force you to believe me. But if you believe me, you'll be benefited. And this all information, as I'm providing it for free, I know that, like, none of you give, not none of you, lot of you give the highest priority, like Jamil, then Suzivan, lot of you. Okay, I don't really remember all the name, but some of you really believe me. I believe so. But you know, if you believe me, and if you take this free stuff, and if you study them, whole thing is going to be different. I knew that. I promise you, man. I knew that it's going to take that liquidity. I promise you, man. I would just wait for the setup over here. How long does it want to go? It does it want to come here? Does it want to come here? I don't want to see this line to be touched. If it touched, I'm not interested to take any sort of sell anymore. I'm done for selling. Selling is gone. I don't give a shit about the sell. As it appeared from there, I'm interested to go for the sell from there. That's all. It came, where did it came? Last fair value gap from 15-second chart. Rejecting from there. Is that rejection? Is that reaction? That's the most important question. I'm not going to break it down right now, because if I do that, some of you will take the entry. That's why I'm not breaking it, but observe it. Reaction versus rejection. If you can understand that, I have no word to say what you are going to make in this market. You can make thousands of the thousands of the thousands of the thousands of the profit when the market is good. If the market is bad, you are wrong. Like yesterday PM session, I keep trading and keep losing, keep losing, keep losing, because market was not reacting the way I should have. Stopped around 400, $300 loss. I didn't stop. I end up with like $1,200 loss over here. It's not able. I'm not able to show you the execution, but I end up yesterday around $1,200 loss over here. Today it's working. If I keep trading, I know that I will end up with $2,000, because the market is reacting perfectly from the PDRS. I know when where I should take re-entry over there. I know everything over here. No, man, you don't know. Then frame a trade. I can do that, man. Don't challenge me. I can do that. You are a beast. I missed this. I was digesting the last trade, still trying to remove my emotions. I'm new, lol. No worries, man. Trader cups, everyone is new. Everyone has to start. So you started. I'm glad to see you. Don't give up. Today or tomorrow, it will start to work. It will start to work in your brain. You will start to see the market the way you want to see it. You will be able to see that. You will start to know that how far it is going higher, how far it is going to fall. You will start to see them. You will start to avoid this type of 22 bullish model, because you know that it's not be bullish, it is going to be bearish. Or you will be able to avoid this type of bearish model where you know that this market is not going to fall, it's going to go higher, like around the morning session. Remember the morning session where I was talking? It's not going to fall. Like yesterday I took the sell, the day before yesterday, that means Friday, I took the sell from the first candle of 9:30. I took the sell. I was believing it is going to fall. Both of the day, how beautifully it fall. But today, I told that I'm not interested to see it to fall. So it came to this inverse gap for the first time. Yeah, my trailing stop loss stopped me out because I didn't want to see to retest this order block being threshold one more time. So I got stopped out over here. But I knew this is going to go higher from this inverse gap until the buy side liquidity which is over here. I didn't know it will come over here. I didn't know it will come over here. I knew it is going to be taken. So if I were able to enter into this trade for the last time, if it wouldn't tap here, I'll be re-enter over there by covering this low by my stop loss. And I would hold this whole trade. As it didn't do that, I could re-enter from this inverse way, this gap to inverse way. I could re-enter, but I took the entry actually from 1 minute chart. That's why I didn't take re-entry over here. My loss is gone. It's not loss anymore over there. Do you think you can be consistently profitable just trading 1 minute chart as the lowest available time? 1 minute chart 1 minute chart is more than enough for being profitable. You don't need to trade the 15-second chart. I'm trading it. Just this is my test account. This funded account from Blue Guardian Futures is my test account. Whenever I don't feel good, not so much comfortable, or I don't have anything to do in this lucid trading account, then I come here and trade this 15-second chart. That's all. You don't need this 15-second chart. 1 minute chart, 15-minute chart. This combo is more than enough for being profitable. If you are not doing good, that means you don't have enough chart time. When you will have enough chart time, you will be amazed, because 15-minute chart is the bellwether, not only for me, but also for ICT himself. Bellwether, 15-minute chart. You give me 15-minute chart. And tell me that, brother, you are not allowed to see any other time frame, just 15-minute chart. And your execution time frame is 1 minute chart. I will break this market again and again with consistently. Okay, some days will be loss. I agree with that. That's the part of this game. But 90% of the day, I'll be profitable just by 15-minute chart and 1 minute chart. That's more than enough. You don't need anything else. You just need some barometer, for example, YM or DXY, just to get more idea what is going to happen. Okay, so something like SMT or liquidity taken. Otherwise, you will miss a lot of trade. So you need the barometer. And in my opinion, YM chart is more than enough to work as a barometer. My opinion, again, don't take it as advice. It's just my opinion. Again, if we are bearish, the day's target is around 26,570. 26,570. Let me see, brother. 26,570. Zero. Okay, I think there is something. I think this is the low. You're talking about that low, I guess. I want to see it to come here, this line, which is 484.50. I want to see that. I'm not saying it is going to happen. I want to see it to come over here. It doesn't need to do that. But if it can do that, I'll be very happy. But I agree with you, Sujivan. Thank you, brother. I had to step away from the computer for a while. I will rewatch this stream for teaching. You're most welcome, Sujivan. I just talk about the dealing range, nothing else. So you already know what is the dealing range is. So you don't need to rewatch it again. Thank you again. You're most welcome, brother. Today, I received an email from Take Profit Trader inviting me to move to Pro Plus live account. I've only generated 9,900 profit on the Pro account and have not received any payout from them. Has this happened to anyone else? I don't think so. And you have to pay for the data, okay? Unfortunately, Take Profit Trader live account, you have to pay for the data. I think $139 every month. You have to pay that. But lucid trading, there is no payment. You don't need to pay for the data as well in lucid trading live account. But in take profit trader, you have to pay the data fee. Unfortunately, brother. But yeah, good to hear that you moved to live account, brother. Took a payout from them recently, got paid in 20 minutes, fastest ever. Reflect which prop firm you're talking about, brother. Naj, wow, you are handsome, my brother. Hey Naj, how are you, sister? Okay, I feel shy. Okay, don't say like that. I know how do I look like. My love of my life. She just left me because I'm good for nothing, and I don't think so. Come on, man, I'm feeling so shy. Long time, yeah, Nas. It's been a long time, sister. Happy to see you, sister. Win SMT with ES. That's cool. I'm just not interested to see the market in between 11:30 to 12:50. If you want to do that, go for it. I don't believe the market in between 11:30 to 12:50. Whatever it happens, I don't care about that. Rules is rules. This is the rules. 11:30, 12:50. Don't look at the price action, just my opinion. 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. dealing range, one standard deviation is the target. Okay, so that's the one standard deviation of the dealing range according. Okay, that's cool, brother. Yeah, let's see, man, if it can fall. I hope it will fall. I hope. Look at the last parable, look at reaction. More precisely, 15-second last parable gap. Mark it, extend it to your right, look at the consequent encroachment. I know it's going to be broken. It's going to be broken for sure, but still, the reaction. This is called the reaction. And this reaction will give you another opportunity to re-enter into the market. You have to look for the breaker block only over here. Okay. This is just an like idea I'm giving you. You have to look for just the breaker block. Here, market is going to build the best breaker block ever. And but don't take any trade now, man. I'm not gonna reflect. Lucid, yeah, in my opinion, Lucid is the best right now. Uh, for me, okay, I also like that way. Lucid is really awesome, and according to their everything, Lucid is really awesome. I didn't know about Lucid before Take Profit Trader, but when I they stopped working with me, Take Profit Trader, I find out this Lucid, and it's really awesome. So trustworthy. In their Discord, I saw that near about 100,000 people in their Discord. So it's really awesome. This is my first time I saw you, bro. Thank you, sis. I really appreciate it, sister. I don't know what to say, but I'm feeling so shy. Okay, I'm not good looking. I know that. Good luck on this market, brother. All of you guys. Okay, I have made 3 account, all green. This is the first account, $191. I know that it's a very small, but it's still good. Second account, $333. Still, I'm good with that. Third account, $208. I'm still good with that. So 3 account, all are green. I'm happy to have all the account green. And thanks for that, Naz, sister. Please like the live stream. Please like the live stream. Yeah, that's the only thing I ask for. Just give me you don't need to give me the money for getting anything from here. You don't need to pay me anything. Never ever. I'll never ask you any kind of money from any of you. Never ever. But I will ask you to give me the likes because of the YouTube algorithmic things or something like that. And I also need some money as well so that I can make the solar panel and so that I don't need to worry about the load shedding. As I'm in Bangladesh, look at this relatively equal highs. Okay, I'm just watching this relatively equal highs right now. As I'm in Bangladesh, I am going to face a lot of load shedding problem in coming times. I hope that I'll be able to gather at least $3,000, 3,000 euro to set up my solar panel so that I will be able to trade whenever it will be load shedding as well. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know what to say. Tamimi, before you hit the X button and disappear into the vast YouTube void, take a moment to smash that like button and hit subscribe. Thank you so much, Tamimi. Thanks for being over here, man. I love you, brother. I love you. Are you also waiting to take 26559, bro? 26559. What is that? 26559. 26559. 559. I'm just interested for this sell side liquidity. At least for today, I'm more interested to see this sell side liquidity to be taken. So this 660, if it is taken, I think I'll be done. I think so. Okay. Yeah. Right now, and of course, if it is taken, market is will fall. This sell side liquidity is my target for today. 26505.50, more accurately 26484.50. So I want to see this market to come over here, which is near about 300 handle. So if it happens, good. If it doesn't happen, we'll just let it go. So that's the TGIF line for today. Ishfaq, hi brother Tito, how are you? I'm so cool, man. How are you, man, Ishfaq? Hey, sister. Thank you, Bear. Okay, guys, anybody has anything to ask? If you don't have, I'll close the stream right now. It's the lunch hour. I'm done for today. So we'll come back tomorrow to see if I can find some good opportunities as well tomorrow. But the thing I have done over here, I think it's highly appreciated, and you should appreciate it by pushing the like button. That's all, man. Okay. Remember this last fair value gap? Just remember this last fair value gap. What did I say? It's a it's a religious belief that market should not close above the constant encroachment. Now, it's not the perfect example because the liquidity is already gone. So I think this is going to be the perfect example of the last fair value gap. But still, look at the reaction from this gap and observe it. Observe it. This is not something random. This is something you should you should keep watching them. Slowly but definitely you will start to believe this last fair value gap. You will start to see the precision of this last fair value gap. You will see that out of this million billion of the last fair value gap, how strong this last fair value gap is. Slowly but definitely you will see that it's not hindsight. I just told that it's not the best example, but it should respect this gap. For the first time it is going to touch it because it has violated one time here. It has been violated. Consequent encroachment rejected perfectly. Then this candle just simply closed above this. Maybe it was interested to trade this first presented fair value gap. So it has been done one time. Next time when it is going to touch this gap, boom, this is something like gonna blow your mind. This information you're not getting from anywhere in this world, at least until now. No, it's not possible. So you will say, brother, this is random. I will say, this is something I'm observing for near about 5 to 10 years. No, not 10 years, like near about 5 years, something like that. Near about 5 years I'm observing this last gap so that I can get more precision from the market, more precise market. Another last gap, another last gap, just this last gap. Same bias, brother. I want to take that sell side liquidity. I believe this liquidity is going to be cleared. Okay. Even if it failed to take this liquidity, it's gonna be cleared. Okay. So all I have to do, I have to wait here to find out the opportunities to take the sell. That's all. You got 4 subscriber in this live streaming. Wow, I didn't notice that. Thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed to our channel. All these 4 people. Congratulations, brother, for joining to the best stream in my opinion. If you keep coming, I believe that you will learn a lot from this stream. Not from me, but from everyone. We have the community. You can see the link on our Discord, of our Discord to the pin comment. Please join to our Discord. It's absolutely free. We discuss a lot about trading over there. So please join our Discord through the pin comment. What are your prediction for the rest of that? I'm only bearish, brother. I'm interested to see this market to fall for this line, which is 26484.50. More precisely here. I don't know it is going to be cleared. I don't know it is coming here. I don't know it will fall here. I don't know anything. All I need to see, that's gonna be the last line for today's call, if it can keep falling. But of course, I don't need to hold the trade until this line. I can simply close the trade when this liquidity is going to be cleared. Okay, so if I find any setting up, already there is a setup. By the way, I'm not just talking about that, but already there is a setup. But as long as it's not going to clear this liquidity, I'll keep looking for the sell. After clearing this liquidity, I believe it will keep falling. As Sujivan has told that this is the -1 standard deviation, so it can fall until here. But I prefer this sell side liquidity and this line to come to reach this market over here. I want to see that. It's just my opinion again. Hey Titu, what happened to your playlist? I just dismantled them. I'm gonna make new videos from the next week. It's gonna be three part. One is advanced, where I will talk about all the difficult entry possibilities, and it's all gonna be a long video, 1 hour, 2 hour video, something like that type of long video. One folder is going to be for the intermediate term people who are more interested to know exactly how to look for the fair value gaps, order block, breaker block, rejection block, all type of mitigation block, all type of things. Like in this market there is thousands of the breaker block, there is thousands of the order block. Which one is going to be worked? Nobody knows that, right? So I will give you more precise way to understand why you should look for the breaker block exactly from there, why you should look for the order block exactly from there, or something like that. That's gonna be the intermediate folder and the beginner folder, just for them who are very new in trading. I will start with the advanced mode, and of course in the meantime I'll keep uploading the intermediate and the beginner videos as well from the next week. Okay, so I need just one more week, guys, to used to with this monitor, because it's bigger. My last monitor was 21 inch, and before the last monitor I was using, not the before, actually before and after the last monitor, I was using 15.7 inch laptop monitor, and now I'm using 27-inch monitor, as it's a big, a little bit bigger. I'm not used to with this monitor yet. Okay, so I need some more days to get used to with this monitor, and then I will start to build those videos. But I promise you, brother, again, no, sorry, not promise, I'm gonna say that, brother, it's gonna be long video. I'm so sorry, I can't make the 15-minute video, 10-minute video. I can't do that. If you are not interested, you can skip them, but I will make the long video so that everything can be cleared by one video about one topics. And there will be a lot of repeated things, repeatedly. I will just uh the bold point, I'll keep repeating them. That's all, brother. Good night, bro. See you again. No worries, sis. Yeah, I'm also going to close the stream. Thank you so much, guys, for being over here. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much to all of you to believe in me. And also thank you so much for pushing the like button. I can see 84 likes. More than happy. Okay. See you, everyone. Talk to you guys tomorrow or later in Discord. See you, Suzivan. Until the next time, I'm also going to close the stream. Until the next time, cheers, guys.